Renegade Radio. Tune in, don't be shy. With Frankie Slauson leading the ride. Monday nights, the airwaves come alive. With voices in the dark, like shadows they survive. Join the rendezvous, let the stories weave. Frankie leads the night, you just gotta believe.
Winter in the Northland means no golf, right? Wrong. Looking to get in around to golf in a climate-controlled winter oasis? Want to just whack some balls at the virtual driving range and work on your swing? Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club in Grand Forks with more than 90 courses, range venues, and games including Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, TPC Sawgrass, and more. All on an incredibly accurate optical-based simulators from driving to putting. Play straight up, team up for a scramble, play tournaments, or join the two-person Scramble League. It's fun for everyone, and all ages are welcome too. Call or text 701-757-3220 to set up a tee time. Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club at the Columbia Mall, your home for the best indoor golf experience around. It's the Red River Valley Motorcyclist Spirit of America Bike and Car Show, Saturday and Sunday, May 3rd and 4th at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks. Tickets are just $10. Kids 12 and under are free with a paying adult, and veterans are free. If you want to get your car or bike or whatever into the show, call Scott at 406-899-5247 or Timothy at 701-739-1605. Our friends from the north, we're talking about you too. This is going to be an awesome show with over $90,000 worth of prizes. The Red River Valley Motorcyclist Spirit of America Bike and Car Show, Saturday and Sunday, May 3rd and 4th at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks.
Like a lone wolf lost in a city maze, trying to find my way home. This land of plenty feels so cold, my dreams are slipping away. A simple man in an impossible place, just needing a break today. Lost among the faceless crowds, looking for a smile or a trace. Skyscrapers rise like prison walls, my hope's getting harder to chase. I'm a simple man in an impossible America, trying to keep my spirits high. In this land of dreams and despair, I wander these streets all alone, hoping for a chance, a ray of light to guide me back to where I belong. I'm a simple man in an impossible America, trying to keep my spirits high. Weathered hands and a heart that's true, just looking to make it through. Dusty roads and neon nights, still searching for the light. I'm a simple man in impossible America, trying to keep my spirits high. Another sunset fades to gray as the night takes over the sky. My heart beats echo with the sound of dreams that just won't die. But I'll keep on trying, won't let go. Through the highs and lows, I'll find my road. find my way, 'cause I've had enough. With each step forward through the mud and rain, my spirit's strong, won't bow to pain. I'm a simple man in impossible America, trying to keep my spirits high. So if you see me wandering, lost but not alone, remember there's a fight within, a fire brightly shone. In this tangled world of hope and fear, I'm a simple man, but I'll persevere. I'm a simple man in an impossible America, trying to keep my spirits high. I'm a simple man in an impossible America, trying to keep my spirits high. With a roar, sporting veteran dreams to explore. Electric guitar echoing the past. I'm in the DeLorean, 8 life fast. Avoid neon lights all aglow. There'll be no night where fortunes grow. With every roll of dice we take, time to leave the history stays. Rocking in the future lane, living through the years, saying insane. Empire towering past, an alternate world, the future's glass. Lightning strikes, DeLorean track, but Dr. Marty ventures back. Hill Valentation's back in line, underneath the clock, a shift in time. Rocking in the future lane, living through the years, saying insane. I'm hurrying like the present with the style, back to the future, mile by mile. Skies are blazed with flying cars, digital dreams under neon stars. In the future lane, there's no breaks. Dancing time, there's nothing to mistake. Cafe A's, a blast from the past, a hologram that spins so fast. On the napkin and fortune's told, in a future where we're bold. Rocking in the future lane, through the flux we break the chain. Changing history with every trial, back to the future mile by mile. The unknown unfolds, with every twist the future's alive. 88 miles to the end of the vibe. Let's ride in the future lane. Moments pass and nothing's the same. From the past to the future we fight. In the DeLorean, time zone, say bye. The sky, jackets on, didn't gotta try. Fleeting moments, ticking clocks, in the soundtrack of time just rocks. Little sidewalk tomorrow's dawn, life in the town where we're never gone. In the alleyway, secrets unfold, where fortune favors the brave and bold. Rocking your future lane, treading flux and fire like rain. When the timeline was the brilliant soul, Einstein bars for the gadgets roll. Funny rubber through the dimension wide with Mad Dog Brown along for the ride. Lost the time in our favor now. This got a cycle, we're taking them out. Trudy writes the script with a glossy spin, back to 1955 where it all begins. Racing down the future road again. Time sucks fucking, no need to pretend. fighting pride when he steps in the ring. There's nowhere to hide. Feel the fury, muscles tight. Mad Dog's ready. It's gonna be a night. Ow! Wow! Steel cage closes in. Blood, sweat, that's his friend. Fighting tooth and claw. Mad Dog's gonna win. Ow! Wow! Crowd goes wild when his name hits the air. Every heart set afire. They know they're in for a
Renegade Radio, tune in, don't be shy. With Frankie Slauson leading the ride. Monday nights, the airwaves come alive. With voices in the dark, like shadows they survive. Join the rendezvous, let the stories weave. Frankie leads the night, you just gotta believe.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Renegade Radio, or Frankie Sloss's Renegade Radio. It's season 4, episode 11, and we are here. I thought Mad Dog was ready, but sounds like he's talking in the background anyway. But what's going on, everybody? Welcome to what we call the season. Well, it's the end of phase 1 of season 4. Finale, even though we will be back here in 3 weeks, Monday, April 14th, to do a live show. But what's up, Mad Dog?
What's up? Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
Yeah, you're rocking. I played your song on purpose, just get you in a good mood.
I was rocking.
Season finale of phase 1 anyway, because we're gonna take a little spring break here for the next three coming Mondays anyway. So I come back on the 14th and found out that I'll be able to go back to Grand Forks for that for April 14th for when we come back the week of WrestleMania 41 weekend. So
good.
That'll be exciting. We were gonna do a show originally tonight from Grand Forks or Best Source, but because of everything that those guys are going through with the losses of family members and stuff, I just figured, well, I'll just wait. I don't need to pressure anybody to put me on live. Although today is the day of their 5th anniversary of Best Source, so it is pretty exciting.
I got my wife looking for my leprechaun shirt. I was gonna wear my leprechaun shirt today.
I mean, do you think Green would work on a day like today? I mean, even though it's you're at a Green screen.
Day.
I know, but but I suppose it doesn't matter. It's like, well, because we use our backgrounds, right? So I don't know if Green would make you invisible completely.
Yeah, but it has you on it. Kiss me, I'm a lesbian.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can try it and see what happens. I just
Yeah, I forgot about it being I forgot about having a green screen. Yeah.
Because I had that. I had that problem when I went to Best Source the first time, and even probably the second time I wore a green shirt without even thinking about it. But they had other shirts that I could wear, so that was nice. But
my Bumblebee shirt's having a little trouble.
Yeah, well, it's probably just because I don't know, because of the way everything's going. StreamYard's funny. But anyway, good to see you, Mad Dog. After you missed last week, we had a little we had some fun and whatnot. I got the crew to play a little fun game. I don't know if you watched the repeat of last week's show at all, but we did a little game called Mad Gab. Have you ever played that before, or do you even know what that is?
No.
It's a fun word game where I put like a saying. In fact, maybe I could use you as an example here. It's kind of a funny little. It's a fun game to play with people. I've been doing this a lot at work. When I'm bored and stuff. Getting people's attention and everything. And I thought, well, let's try it and see if anybody is interested. But let me see here. I can find it right here.
Where's the crew at?
A lot of them didn't know that I was going to start early. This is kind of just my kind of the way I wanted to do it. I sent an email out to everybody, so they should be aware. Okay, so I'm gonna write a word in here, and for you to figure out what the phrase is and whatnot. Mid-season finale. Yeah, that's right. It's a mid-season finale. That would be correct. There, Monty. Of course, Monty has to be correct all the time. Yeah. There's a proper wording and stuff.
What's up, Mama T? Love you, baby.
Let me do this here. We're looking at the word here. Okay. So here is the word.
I missed that. What is the game now?
Well, I figured out the actual correct title of what the game was that we were playing last week. It wasn't called Incoherent. That was a different called a different game. This one was called this is called Mad Gab. That's what it's called.
Jab?
Mad Gab. G-A-B.
Mad Gab.
Yeah. And
I got game.
Okay, so here is the saying here, the phrase, and I'll show it here on the screen here. I want Mad Dog to try it out because he's never played it before. So if you know the answer, Monty, don't say what it is. Don't say what it is.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah. Well, what does he say? He has to say it first. He didn't say it. He just said what the word was. What is this trying to tell you? What are we looking for? The answer.
Don't do drugs.
I thought he said it.
I said, don't do the rugs.
Yeah, but he said the word that's on the screen. I know with his accent and everything sounds like he said it, but he didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
Don't do rugs.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
It's a game where you have to figure out the meaning of what the words are trying to say. You kind of have to like spell them out. Not only just spell them out, but kind of pronounce
telling
them.
Somebody to do the rugs.
Well, close. You're very close. You're very, very close. It's a saying that a lot of people like to say sometimes.
Don't do rugs. Don't do rugs. I don't know. You got me.
Well, Mama T, what do you think it is?
Don't do drugs.
Oh, don't do drugs. Okay. After I just did a pile of them.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't figure it out. I'm high.
Oh, well, good. That makes it even more exciting then.
I got me a new bottle of Carmel Black, and I'm ready to go. For our last show, I'm going to drink while I'm doing it.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to come up with another word then here.
Okay, now I got what you mean. I got the gist of it.
Okay.
I need a warm up. I'll get him now.
All right. We'll get you. Don't worry. Everybody else had fun playing this last week, and I figure you deserve your chance too. And if Lance comes in, I'm going to have him play it too a little bit because it's kind of funny. Okay, here's the next one. Don't say it if you know it, Monty.
Delete. 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 Alma May. Delete Alma May. Delete. You got me stumped on that one too.
Well, just figure it out.
I'm trying to.
Well, we got time here.
Delete Alma May. Delete Alma May. That's where they were made. That's where they were made. No.
I'll give you a hint. It's an animated movie that just got remade a couple years ago, or last year.
Animate.
No, it's an animated film that actually got a live version made of it. Like last
That's
year.
the name of it?
The movie title is the name of it, but this is not the movie title. You're trying to figure out what the word, what the phrase is. It is a movie title, though. No, don't say it, Mo. Just calm down. Have a beer.
Delete May. You got me. I don't know.
Yeah, Mama T.
Go ahead, Mama T.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. Delete Man. No, I got Delete Man. You fungal.
Well, okay. So here.
Let me take a big sip. Hold on. Let me take a big sip of this Crown Royal here.
That'll help. Because
okay.
Then when you say them out loud to yourself, your words will be a little more slurred and it'll be easier to figure out.
All right, give me another one. Hit me.
All right. Hold on.
The Little Mermaid. Now I see it plain as day.
Okay, I gotta write this down here. So hold on.
Looks like I'm in jail. I got my jailbird suit on. I'm in Folsom County Prison.
All right.
I'm not good at figuring out things like this, anyways.
Why not?
I don't know. I just never was good at figuring shit out.
If everybody was drunk, it'd be really fun to play.
I'm not drunk, though. I'm just on my first one.
Oh, okay. Whatever. It's all right.
Okay. Hidden Hen ticket wins. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hide Hen ticket wins. High end ticket wins. The high end ticket win, no. Has something to do with the high end.
If everybody's wondering, Mad Dog is playing Mad Gab.
The hidden ticket win, no. The hidden.
Well, you're saying the first word wrong, first of all.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. It's not hid.
It's hide.
Okay. And then the second word.
High end. High end something.
Okay.
High end.
You're getting somewhere. You're getting, a little
rear end, big ass, high end, big end.
Not rear end.
I know. Everything has to go to the woman's ass.
It has nothing to do with that. If you're a clone of somebody, what are you?
Oh, I can't think right now. High end. Go ahead, Mama T.
I think the beginning is heightened and the last part is twins, but I'm not.
Wow. You mean we stumped Mama T for the first time? I can't believe it. It's identical twins.
My first one.
Identical twins. How did you get that high end?
Identical twins. Yep.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
think you're nuts. Okay, let's move on to a new game. I can't get nothing.
I'm gonna do
first of all, I can't spell or read. You're giving me something very hard.
I'm gonna find something really funny here, and I'm gonna have you say it here. Let's see here. I'll look. Let's give you some time here. How was last week for you then? Since you weren't here.
Yeah, I had to. It was a somber occasion, but it was a good occasion, a bad occasion. It was like my brother-in-law passed away. We had a little thing for him Monday, but a good thing is my nephew, who lives about 5 hours away, he plays for Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He got a scholarship look at Pitt for football. He come down to do a walk on the field, and they wanted to see him. So he come down for the blue gold game. He was invited for a walk on, Oh. He was invited for a tour of the school. So we had both of them at one time. We mourned my brother-in-law, and we absolutely were happy for him. He looks just like T.J. Watt. He's built like him, same size as him, big boy.
Huh. All right, here's the last one. And we'll move on. Oh, there's Antique Man. Look who's here. Antique Man.
Divorce. Hey, Antique Man.
I got to refigure it out every time.
Oh, you're smart. You're a smart
Okay.
fellow.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Made.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Okay,
How's it
figure
going,
that
man?
out. You see that antique man? We're trying to figure out what that says.
What's
I
up,
know
man?
it.
Oh,
I know it.
Don't say it though.
Don't say it. I
it.
didn't get one yet. Can anybody figure out what that means?
We're playing Mad Gab there, Lance. Just so you know.
MAD, mad.
Now what? Okay, so this is supposed to be what? All screwed up?
Yeah, well, in a way, kind of, but it's about
mad
figuring out
medieval.
words. We played it last week a little bit.
Am I right with that? No. Medieval? No.
It's a famous phrase, anyway. We'll say.
Yeah, that's good. I know a lot of that.
Well, let's hear it then.
Peter.
I don't know what the fuck. You got my brain. I got 3 brain cells. You know that. One's dead and the other 2 hate each other. I tell you every week.
Well, this is
Mad,
good for your brain.
divorce plea with.
Well, it's not mad, first of all. It's
I know it's made.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get everything like mad made me. Last time the first word didn't have nothing to do with what the first word was.
Well, you kept saying it wrong. That's why I had to correct you.
Because I'm retarded. Oh, am I allowed to say that? Is that politically incorrect? Wait till you see my shirt on my wife's digging up for me. It says, "Kiss me, I'm a lesbian." I'm wearing my Irish shirt. I can't see it, Mama T. My eyes are bad. What does it say, Mama T? Come on.
No, don't say it, Mama T. Just wait. Just let everybody else get a chance.
Made.
I love her anxiety goes through the roof when you tell her to do something. It's like squirrel.
P with May divorce P with E. May the force be with thee.
Yes.
No, not with thee, with you.
May the force be with you.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
I thought you said it right.
I kept on saying, may the divorce be with you. May the divorce be with.
Yeah.
May the divorce be with.
May the divorce be with you.
God, I got one.
Yeah, riddle me this, Batman.
And you.
Bad at
Yeah.
I got one.
Now I get it.
Yeah, see?
I'm trying to unscramble.
Yeah.
If they don't have anything to do with sex, I never get it.
Oh, that's great.
Or my brother, masturbation.
Okay, well, since everybody's here, I'm going to do one more just so everybody else gets to play. So here we go.
I got mine. I'm not even going to guess it. I'm good at this game.
Yeah, there you go.
You're great.
I'm just writing the word down here. Okay. Last one, and then we'll move on.
Shook hurt his skin.
Don't say it, Mama T, if you figure it out. I worry more about you than anybody else.
And these are all sayings.
Yes.
Okay.
I have all the answers. It's Mad. It's called Mad Gab. It's been around a while, I guess. It's kind of fun.
Shook her his scale. Shook her.
Guy.
You know what I mean? People, her anxiety just goes through the roof. They get so excited about stuff.
Shook her his.
Just call it
Someone about his cum or scum.
No. It's nothing dirty. It's actually a clean saying. Or something that you eat, actually, or consume.
I don't even have any right here.
Yeah, but don't even show anybody. Just keep it to yourself.
Corn curl. No, sure.
Come on, Lance. You're smart. You can figure this out. Did they do Mad Gab in school or college or anything like that? Oh, the old man wheezing laugh again.
Shook her is.
Well, if this was school and a test, I would be looking over Mama T's shoulder for the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be a straight A student.
And I'd be looking over your shoulder for the answer that you got off of Mama T. You probably write it down wrong, and then I'd get it wrong.
Well, if you spell it wrong, like you normally do there.
Hold on,
Mad
sugar.
Dog.
Sugar is sugar. Sugar is
Wow.
stuff. Damn it! The other one was easy. Look, you got my head. My head's hot. Hair's boiling.
Yeah, well, it's probably just because your house is warm, probably.
Got my head on fire. My wife's saying, "What are you burning up there?"
Burning. We're just farts, probably. That's all you.
No, I got no gas tonight.
Well, you drinking up that Crown Royal, you will.
Oh, I got the black tonight. It's smooth as mama's milk. It's smooth as mama tea milk.
Well, okay. All right. Any answers, you guys?
Nope.
All right, Mama T, tell them.
Shook them till it hurts.
Sugarless gum.
Well, that's just
sugar his scum.
Now, do you see it now? Since you said it now?
His scum. Shook him the gum.
Lance, do you see it once it's sold?
I mean, of course yeah. But
I spent a lifetime listening to drunks talk and had to figure out what they were saying. So, you know.
Yeah, can I have some sugarless bum?
That's a good way.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Wow. And if you got,
yeah, that's hard.
You are the sugarless scum.
Yeah, well, so are you, I guess. I don't know. Well, it's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody back. This is our season 4 finale of phase 1. Anyway, we'll be back Monday, April 14th for the rest of phase 2 and the remainder of season 4. You know, Lance, we've been missing you. You've been missing out on a lot of good guests and stuff. And
I'm so sorry.
I know why, but I mean, it's like I thought, Jesus, is he mad because I canceled the trip and everything? Took it personal, probably. It's like, oh, that's kind of a bitch.
No, they threw a party down there.
At a terrible time for that. Yes.
Well, I just found out there's going to be a lot more things going on than I thought this summer, especially at the casino. They surprised me with a couple of events that we're going to have, and that they need us there, and it's going to interfere with my trip plans now. So I have no other choice but to be there.
See you next fall.
So there's nothing I can do about it unless I postpone it to later, But then it's like farther away, and I've done enough postponing. So yeah, so I feel bad about that myself.
Well, don't call it postponing, then call it rearranging
the furniture.
Well, yeah, but it's because of the days that I was going to pick, to go. It concedes with that because I guess we got some big events coming up, and I was surprised when I found out what they were and what days they are. So. Yeah, it's.
Is that Saturday, a good thing for you, though?
Well, I mean, in a way, I guess, because I've been bitching about not enough entertainment over there, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, in a way, I guess. But I was surprised for the event for Saturday, July 19th, and then the event they're going to have August 1st and 2nd. So they're going to make the announcement, I believe, that in a couple of weeks. We're going to have a town hall meeting or whatever with some people. And then they'll announce the events. I know it already, but they don't want me to say anything yet, so I have to wait. But anyway, so yeah, nice. So that's what's going on. And then I got, there's some other things that I was going to plan too. I mean, stuff locally I could do and everything and around the area, but any plans to go really far out of the state or farther than that? Yeah, because if I do that, I want to do it for a couple of weeks or a week and a half or something.
Oh, trying to interview Ace Frehley at the country thing.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm just grateful that that everything that I don't know. I've shared some interviews with you that I've done recently there, Lance. I don't know if you got them all or not, but I shared a bunch anyway. And well, did you get the one with Keith Elliott Greenberg or Michael O'Leary or?
I'll look.
Unless I didn't. Unless there's some other ones I sent you that those weren't the ones. I've done a bunch anyway. I'm in talks about doing an interview here soon with the guy who directed and created the Beethoven film, the Flintstones movie, and Jingle All the Way. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I got Jacob helping me with that. We all know who Jacob is. Jacob Marshall. So, but that'll be during the break anyway. That'll be while we're not on here.
I don't
tonight-
think you sent everything.
Okay, I'll try to look back and
Wow.
try to send you some stuff. But there's a lot that I've been busy with since haven't been here. So off and on. I even did an interview with Papa Chubby, who is a blues musician who just released a new album about Freddie King. And tonight we're going to be talking about blues because you're pretty sure Mama T is so surprised and wondering how the hell did I arrange this, but this is a surprise to me too. But just because you know the right people sometimes things just work out.
Yeah.
So not only do we get Bruce Vilanch at 6:30 tonight, who recently made an appearance on The View to promote his new book, but we
did
also
he?
yeah, it was a short segment, but he was on there because they were talking about the Oscars or the Emmys or whatever that was going on a couple weeks ago. But we're gonna get Kenny Neal.
Yeah. What time is he coming on?
5:45.
Okay.
That's why I wanted. That's why I came out early.
With his son too.
Yeah, Michael Willis.
Okay.
Is one of his sons, and
Okay.
they're doing
break for a while and eat dinner and then come back.
I think
That's
he's
fine.
a little late.
That's fine.
5:45. No.
No, it's 5:45 my time, Central Time.
Oh! I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
So
keep on forgetting that we're on different time zones.
that's right. Never forget that. We're all on different time.
People.
Never forget that.
And nothing to forget either, but we got John Roberts here celebrating 5 years of Grand Forks Best Source today. As of
There you go,
today.
John.
So we should give John and Paul a big round of applause, It's like that's a big deal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
John
you very much.
all right, buddy.
How do I get this bigger, honey? Oops.
How
That's what
was
she
your
said.
how was your celebration then? How was your celebration then?
Did that work?
Pretty uneventful.
I thought
I
you
think
guys were
weather-
going live a bunch of times.
You get it?
Yeah. Well, we were going to, but Paul's son had a kind of a issue. The one that's been doctoring, and
Okay.
the weather. I think the weather up here kept people from going anywhere. I mean, our mall was just dead. There was nobody walking. It's weird.
Oh.
And then, so I stuck around till probably almost 2, and I just said, screw it. I came home and I moved snow.
Is that a
And I
good
took
string
care
to
of
have?
that, so. What's that?
Yeah, I mean,
When all else fails.
almost looks just like you there, Mad Dog, without the goatee. And that's not a bad thing. Hey, Bruce is a fun guy. I chatted with him a couple days ago on email and everything, and I like when he sends me emails. It's the way he writes is kind of very. He's a professional writer. That's for sure.
He says he's a professional wrestler. I'm like, where at?
Can you see that?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's so kind of. That stuff haunts me. Dude,
That was
Well,
a
anyway.
mash between me and this girl we know.
Yeah, that's right. And who was the girl? Who was looking like him? That was you, right? Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I remember we were at a racing fundraiser or something, I think, and she took the picture and mashed it. Had it ever since. It does kind of haunt you.
Yeah, kind of. When you really stare into his eyes and everything.
It's like
For a long
Vilanch
time.
and David Spade.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, welcome to Renegade Radio. It's season 4, episode number 11. It's St. Patty's Day today,
Green.
so great. Yeah. Are you wearing green underwear at all, or you got pinch you, or is your wife going to pinch you in special places?
I even had green shoes on today.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh,
I had the green poops. Sometimes, but that's another problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody needs
Yeah,
to know
it is.
that.
I got a green condom
The
for later.
sweatshirt was actually bought in Ireland. Christy got it from there.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Well, yeah, it's St. Patty's Day, and And as I was telling everybody tonight, we'll be joined by special guest Kenny Neal and his son Michael Willis, and they're on the verge of releasing a new album. I think this is the first time they're doing it together because they're father and son doing something together. They do the swamp blues and stuff. That's kind of their style from the Louisiana, Mississippi area. Mama T knows Kenny pretty well because Bob and Kenny go way back. I mean, they have lots of history, which is when Kenny would come for the Blues Fest and stuff. I remember hearing stories of him playing with Bob in Plummer at their farm and everything, in their garage or the big family shed or whatever. And yeah, so I don't know if he'll remember you, Mama T. So you're gonna have to.
I don't think I
really...
actually ever got a chance to meet him.
Oh, so you just know of him? You just never got okay.
And I've heard a lot about him, but I don't think I ever actually got a chance to meet him unless it was when Bobby and I were first together. Because I heard a lot of those people. If I only met them once or twice, I didn't remember who they were because I didn't know who they were at the time.
See, this is where I wish Bob was around because he would appreciate a day like today. Not only because it's a day of drinking or whatever, but just, the fact of getting Ken and Neil on, that's kind of big. That's a big deal. Big deal as far as I'm concerned.
Huge.
So anyway, that'll be at 5:45, and then of course the big guest as well, Mr. Bruce Vilanch will be on about 6:30. So a way to end the first phase of season 4. It's been a hell of a good season so far. We've had a lot of fun guests. Lance has missed out on some of the best guests that we've had. I tell you,
Damn you, Lance. Damn you, Lance.
Trust me, that I would have liked to have been here than upstairs.
About almost a month's worth of guests you missed. They're really good guests. Like, I don't mean just to say they're really, really all the time. But,
See, Lance, he always gets the good guests when you're not around.
I'm noticing this trend, so I'll just not say anything, but
he said, because you wouldn't let him come to your state, he'll get the good guests when you're not on.
Well, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I bet, huh?
Yeah,
that's it.
To take that, Warlock.
That's right. or Lemming or whatever your last name is.
That's right.
Last name. The thing with Frank.
That's right.
With Frankie, Sean. Every week there was a different name when I first started. I'm like to my brother, what is his name? I'm doing a short promo. Is it Sean or Frankie or Slauson or Slauson or Jesus Christ?
Well, I mean, first of all, you gotta learn how to spell it.
Yeah, well,
right,
you're never gonna have that. I can't spell. You can. I would spell cat. You can front me the C and the T, and I'm still gonna get it wrong somehow.
Well, we played earlier, John, during the pre-show. We played Mad Gab with the Mad Dog, and that was very hilarious.
You gotta remember, man, I got hit in the head with about
terrible
cheers in my life. I rattled them brains up pretty good,
Terrible game.
I mean, John, John Roberts, what was your thoughts on the game that we played last week? Was it fun, or were you so confused? Remember what we played last week?
Oh, I remember.
I thought it was called Incoherent, but it was called Mad Gab.
I've never done that type of one. But okay. It was. I mean, I've just never seen one like that before. And once you guys started saying a few of them, then because it's not the way things should be spelled. You're looking for. I'm trying to find a hidden word, not
right. That's what I was doing.
But then once you guys started getting and saying them, then I started to figure it out. But
here's what John Roberts said, right? John Roberts didn't take too many shots. Here's what he said. What game last week? What game did we play? We
played a game?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Frankie.
This one's for you. Hey, John, this one's for you, buddy.
So,
Brown Royal Black.
Last night, Dwight and I
Mother's Milk
interviewed Brian Naughton, and we were talking about this show.
Okay.
Brian Naughton, he's a musician from down in the cities, and he knew Bobby, knew a bunch of musicians from around here. He probably knows Kenny too. But he and Dwight both expressed interest in being on our show because they said that it sounded really fun.
Have they watched an episode?
I told them, I gave them homework.
because
He really had nothing to do.
I told them about it, and they expressed interest, and they wanted to be on the show.
Unless they have nothing to do.
Well, then let them know then that when we come back from spring break, that if they want to come on, just pick a Monday that works for them, and we can do
Whatever day they have nothing to do.
Yeah. I love you, man.
Having fun tonight, folks. I'm in real.
Oh yeah.
And
we're gonna have fun
do
tonight.
you realize that Bruce, how many Academy Award shows he's written for?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot. He's well known. That's why he was on Hollywood Squares. I mean, he just knew the right people, you know.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys. Yeah, he's gay. Yeah, he's gay Hollywood or whatever. But you know what? For being a gay guy, he's a hell of a fun guy. You know, a hell
He's
of
not
a just
gay.
he's very
And
much
he's
gay.
not a mushroom either. Stop that.
No,
Look
but
at me.
But hey, no. What I'm saying is, he's gay. Trust me, he definitely is. But it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is that for somebody who is very creative,
We don't care anyway.
No, we don't. None of us care. The point being is that we care about the fact that this guy is creative. He did a lot for Hollywood at a time when other writers could have took credit for things that were done, but he was one of the guys that just believed in what he was doing, and he became a legend, in the business. And
I mean,
all those Academy Awards and whatever, it's like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's something to be proud of, anyway.
Yeah, it makes no difference what you do in your bedroom. It has no bearing on whether you're talented or not, obviously, because look at you, Frankie. I mean,
wow. Is that a compliment? Or is that just
yes, take it as a compliment.
I'm a 300-pound lesbian trapped in a man's body.
That's what my ex-husband used to say.
Well, the point, if I told you some things about what's going on in my current life right now, you probably wouldn't believe me. And I'm not going to say much because I don't. I know how much you like to tattle on people and stuff.
Oh, well, good for you. I mean, as long as you don't have to wear a wrist brace. I mean.
Well, that's not. Is that something you have to do?
Only from heavy lifting.
Are you in house arrest? Mama
no, it's a penis brace. That's what it is. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, mine's bigger than yours.
We don't need to get it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we all know it.
That's hot in here.
Give me a
my clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off.
I go give Justin a whiskey rub later. Tell you. Anyway, let's get back on track here. But anyway, so no, I'm happy that this season has been a really fun season. We've had a lot of great guests on so far, and Larry Lynch was one of the guys that I was hoping you would have been on for, Lance, because he was the original drummer for Greg Kinn Band, and boy, I tell you, he had a lot of good stories about Greg, and being the original drummer. I mean, you can only imagine what life was like in that time period, even though you were around during that time period. But like, going to shows and stuff where it was a different feeling than compared to now, because I'm sure there was a lot of controversies back in the day with certain concerts and whatever, where like people didn't try to throw everybody out. Nobody was like stopping the show because somebody was being rude. Everybody just wanted to have a good time. They just wanted to rock to whoever was willing to come rock in their area and just do a show and not get worried about controversy. And I'm getting so sick and tired of seeing all these clips of these shows of these people stopping their shows because somebody wants to fuck up or whatever and do something to mess up everything up. And then they know it's going to go viral, because we had that happen here 2 years ago at Kickin' Up Country, the year that I went, the last time that I went, in 2023. I didn't go to that day's event of the festival because it was on Saturday. I was the night before when Alabama was here, but it was some guy or whatever who was the main singer or whatever for one of the nights, and somebody was acting out and being weird. I think it was Cody Jenks's show. I think it was country artist, but anyway, or Cody Jensen or something like that. Anyway, they acted out and they stopped the show for like a good 5-10 minutes to tell the guy that he was kicked out, whatever, because he was acting a fool and everything. And I mean, would that bother you if you guys were like enjoying a show, and all of a sudden, somebody's getting in trouble now because they can't behave themselves.
Absolutely,
Well, I mean,
man, I pay good money to go see a show. I don't want to see you act the fool.
yeah. Yeah, and it's like with stupid shit's been going on forever where your favorite band is still getting bombarded by cups
That's why I do my job at the best.
It's just crazy what fans supposedly do. I mean, I remember Motley Crue stopping shows, like, and then it was more like, okay, see that guy right there? Kick his ass, okay? Because he just threw that bottle at me. Now let's keep playing.
That's why I do what I do so well.
Yeah, and here's another one that bothers me when these artists use their stage for their platform on their political beliefs. People aren't paying all that money to hear, especially when they're not even a fucking American, like Neil Young and Bono and guys like that. Shut your traps. They're not paying all this money to hear what your political thoughts are. They're here to listen to you play your music, I hate, that's another thing I really hate. And that's just riling up people too,
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
I was just a couple weeks ago, before I got so damn sick, and I ended up getting one of my kids sick that night. We went to go see Dream Theater, and the only thing that he did, because it's about an 1,800 seat venue, and he stopped as they were kind of getting into this very mellow beginning of a song, and asked the guy mid-floor, put your freaking phone down, man. I'm right here. Stop looking at me through your phone. What are you doing? Put it away so that you can see me. You paid money to come here. Now watch us, not through your phone. It's like even they're noticing. I mean, what a weird, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, you got to call the guy out, though. I mean, if the guy's not doing it, it's
2200 event where you're not allowed to use your phone, and I got to walk around all night saying, "Put your phone away. Put your phone down."
Yeah, that sucks.
And then after you're done telling everybody put your phone down, the lead singer of the rock band goes, "Hey man, why is that security guard? You can use your phone. We want to get that out." Then I got 2,200 people pissed off at me because I just spent 2.5 fucking hours telling you to put your phone away.
Doing your job, right?
I said, they ain't kicking my ass.
Mm-hmm. Like they do that on purpose or whatever. Like, I feel like sometimes those security people know, like the bosses know already that they're going to do that, and so they just do it anyway just to see what the reaction will be. Because, in security, like my job, I mean, when we did have concerts, I mean, it was vice versa. People weren't allowed to drink back in the day. Now people can drink, but I don't know how it's going to go outside when we start doing outside stuff again. I'm guessing they'll allow it, but it's like right now they don't allow it because we don't do anything outside. They don't. Yeah. They have signs that say no alcohol beyond this point or whatever.
We'd have a production meeting, with the band and with their manager, and everybody saying, "Hey, look, no flashing, no videos, no phones." Okay, you sure? Then I'm telling the guys to put the phone down. Then the lead singer just told me 2.5 hours ago, no phones, telling me, "Hey, get this guy. Why is you telling him he can't use his phone, man?" I'm like, "You're a fuck. You're an." I looked at him and said, "You're an asshole," and I walked out. He ain't getting me killed, You're a fucking idiot. Saturday, I made a mistake by getting some nightclub. Oh man, on St. Patrick's night. Oh God. Down in Southside is the craziest neighborhood in the world. There was 2 shootings in that same building. Yep, never again.
That's
a couple of years back. My wife and I and 2 of our best friends from Thief River Falls went down to a Minnesota Wild game on St. Patrick's Day. It was a Friday or a Saturday night, I think. We stayed in the motel right across from the hockey rink, but that's all Irish bars down there, all of it. And they had like circus tents set up and everything, but you should have seen that party. Holy, had a big parade, and we could see it all from our motel. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
they really hit her
hey,
hard. They hit her hard
at
down there.
3:30 in the morning, there was some more people down there than there was at 2:00 in the afternoon. They were still coming in at 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, Jesus Christ Almighty!
That's something. That is something. Well, let's get us laughing here. I mean, I don't know if you know this comedian at all, but he was talking. Have you ever had this experience when you've gone to a hotel at all?
Rooms. Why can't hotel rooms just have a fucking plunger? Is it really that cost effective? Were people fucking stealing them? I mean, do I really have to make that call to the front desk? Really? Do I have to? Hi, this is John Caparulo in room 204. I seem to have some standing water with my poop floating in it that I would really like for a stranger to come up and take a look at it. And you know what people think. As soon as you ask for a plunger, you know what they think. Oh, somebody's shitting fucking tree trunks up there. It's not me. I didn't do it. It's the paper, the pipes or something. Nobody shits that big. What am I, a fucking camel? I didn't do it. And it's like I wanted to tell the front desk that, you know, like it wasn't me. It was really more of a squirty one, anyway. Hello. They send the guy up. I got to make small talk with him, like he's somebody checking my brakes or something, you know, like. Well, there it is. So I got it this far. Bet you see a lot of shit at this job, though.
So, anybody have a confession at all, or what?
It's the toilet paper. I can attest to that. It's the toilet paper. Those squirty ones use all this toilet paper. That's what blocks, you know. Get rid of those low flow toilets, man. Or give us a damn plunger. I agree with this guy. 100%.
I do too. I mean, not knock on everything. It's never happened. However, that's funny.
I can't say it hasn't happened. Like the cheap toilet paper, the low flow toilets. I mean, what do you expect?
Yep.
And I'm hearing an echo. Somebody has an echo going on. I hear an echo. You guys hear an echo at all?
No.
I do.
Yeah, I do. Let's see who it's coming from. I bet it's Mama T. I bet you. Let me see. Let me mute you. Let me mute you. Hello? Okay, so it's not her. So I bet it's Mama, or I bet it's Mad Dog. Let's see.
Mad Dog's. You can't hear him.
Yeah, because it's him.
You can't hear him.
Yeah, it's his.
It's his echo. You can't hear him.
Is it me?
Well, yeah, it was you. It was you in the beginning, but I don't know what's going on now. I don't hear no echo now.
Yeah, it's a stupid phone.
Oh, okay. Because I was hearing an echo after we played the video and just like, what the fuck?
This phone stand I got speakers connected to. When I got them on, you can't hear my voice for a while.
I always assume it's Mama T because if your brother's not in here, then somebody has an
where
echo.
the hell's he at?
Yeah,
he's on his way. He's coming.
Then
when he cleans himself up, he'll be here.
Yeah, he probably was cranking one off listening to us.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Probably.
that's one of the story.
I talked to him today. He said he was coming on.
Yeah. He mixed up the times.
Well,
He's like, oh, I thought it was 6:30 my time. I'm like, dude, have you not figured out this time difference yet?
No, I haven't either.
I mean, we just got done having, we just got done springing ahead for crying out loud. Come on now. And we know he loves the time change.
Yeah, but springing ahead for us is Minnesota backwards.
Are we ever going to stop that, or is it just?
I heard we were supposed to last year, weren't we? Didn't they?
That's what I thought.
That's just rumors. Not
or the year before.
Here's the deal.
It's pointless.
Around here.
What? Did you guys know that we lose our hour of sleep, like heart attacks increase like 28% or some shit. And then when we gain our hour back, they decrease like 23%. That's like, that's mind blowing.
Wow.
Well,
I tell you what, though, here's the deal: if they get rid of daylight savings, and I never looked at it till I talked to our son because he runs Fargo youth baseball and softball. A lot of towns, their fields don't have lights. I mean, and a lot of the town, you know, especially the smaller towns, but we're talking baseball, softball, soccer, golf leagues, all outdoor sports. I mean, pretty soon.
How late do they play?
Well, sometimes 9, 10 o'clock. You know, but
so even if we're on the time now, it's almost not late, not light enough, long enough.
Because we can up here, it's light till 10 o'clock for a little while in the summer. But a lot of these places, you know, they're going to have to start instead of a 6 o'clock game, they're going to have to be a 4 o'clock game. Well, then mom and dad aren't going to be able to come because they're still at work. So they're going to miss the
What
first
if we
half
stayed where we're at now?
Then we're fine. We gain an hour like we just gained an hour. Like she said, we really lose an hour because you lose it in the morning, but we gain it at night.
I like it at night. I like it lighter at night.
And see, there's this old native saying, only white man would think he can cut an inch from the top of a blanket and sew it to the bottom of the blanket and make the blanket longer.
That's a big
I used that one for jokes my neighbor tells me last week.
Shut up,
that on Tuesday.
Did you really?
Yep. Except I said that was liberal that said that.
Oh my God.
You tell him the white man likes to cut his underwear right in the middle. So his wiener can come out real quick.
Those heart attack stats, that's real shit. That's worldwide. That's not just like United States or whatever. That is worldwide heart attack stats.
Wow.
And the only reason they started in the first place was because of farming.
Man with a hole in pocket feel cocky all day.
Man go to bed with itchy butt, wake up with smelly finger.
Yeah, that's been said before. That's why it's not funny anymore.
Baseball. Confucius say baseball lie. Man with 4 balls cannot possibly walk.
That's a good one.
See, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, Mad Dog, you should have your own show. Mad Dog's Comedy Hour. You know, I tell you, it could work. Well, speaking of more comedy, I got some more for you here. You guys ever heard of Joel Osteen? You know, the guy?
Yeah.
Well,
Osteen. Yeah.
Or Osteen, whatever. Same thing.
Joel Osteen, yeah.
Joel, I don't do nothing for charity, Osteen, I guess.
Yeah, the one that closed his thing down when the flood came.
Here we go.
This is megachurch pastor Joel Osteen. One of the richest pastors in the world, also doesn't ever help anybody out at all. Keeps all his money. He has a huge house. He preaches in front of a giant globe. He has tons of people watch him on TV. He has a huge following on Facebook. And people write to him like this person who said they're requesting prayer for their marriage. So I made my own Joel Osteen Ministries Facebook page. And I responded and said, unfortunately, your Joel Osteen prayer request account has not been activated. In order to activate your account, you'll need to add a monthly donation of $24.99. That gets you access to 3 prayer requests per month. I went on to explain the Platinum Prayer Request membership. That's 10 per month. $49.99, and you can see him perform at your local arena. Someone screenshotted this and started passing it around so much that the actual Joel Osteen had to put the fake stamp on it. And then his church put the fake stamp on it. Snopes even picked it up. False. So I had to make my own Snopes page. True. Somebody wrote to Walmart and said, hey, guess what? I refuse to be my own cashier and then show my receipt at the front door. Until you post this policy for all to see and it's consistent in every store, you can expect me to walk right past the receipt checker. And if they say anything, I will tell them exactly what I just told you. So I made my own Walmart Facebook page and said, thank you for the feedback, but before we can help you with your issue, we'll need to see a receipt. They're like, you've missed the point entirely. The point was most likely on your receipt, which we have not seen. Wow, I guess Walmart customer service means argumentative and contentious. I'll screenshot your responses so far to send to someone important. Clearly that's not you. So then I made a Walmart corporate Facebook page and said, hi, Walmart corporate here. We're sorry about your recent interactions with the unimportant customer service rep. You can share the screenshots with us, but we'll need to see a receipt.
Oh my God.
Jag off.
So what do you think? I mean, it's pretty
awesome.
creative, right?
That's awesome. So I just noticed on where I'm sharing this, Mike Axvig, an old band member of Bobby's, is watching.
Oh,
Hi, Mike. Because I posted the comment that Kenny Neal's going to be on. So
absolutely, absolutely, that's a
he
big
geeked
deal.
out at my house before.
Mike,
what's that?
Mike geeked out at my house before with Bobby.
Oh yeah, because he was part of his band. He was a big part of his band. I remember Mike playing. I met him a couple times, and he was always cool, you know. And the whole band was great, you know. Even the harmonica player, I remember, you know, Glenn. before he made the transition.
The harmonica player.
Well, we didn't know that he was going to go a different direction in his life, you know. So it's just like, but he was still a nice guy. Tuba, yeah, that's right. He was gonna blow, but not, you know, not
the flute.
Wow. He says thanks. I don't know which comment that made him tell you thanks, but
I like that. Well, I like Glenn, you know. I mean, I just was surprised to find out
You
that
like
he was
the mill organ?
No, that he became a Mrs. You know, I was like, oh, you got married? It's like, no.
You like the mill organ or the skin flute?
Doesn't mean you can't play harmonica. I mean,
no. He was a very good harmonica player. You know,
yeah,
very, very good.
Not easy.
Very good. No, it's not.
blowing an organ is not easy. Let me tell you.
That's gross. Now, come on now.
Wow.
Somebody
mouth harp?
Yeah, your mouth harp. I tell you. Anyway. Well,
have you ever tried playing a juice harp?
Takes me the wrong way.
I don't know, because I love roasting you. It's fun, dude. We all gang up on you.
Well, it can't be a complete sausage fest around here.
No, not at all. Gotta have some roast beef a little bit sometimes. or corned beef for St. Patty's Day. I'm sorry, corned beef.
Wow.
Tacos are good too. Jesus.
I don't know. What am I saying anymore?
I'm getting close to. Wait,
having another beer?
Let me think about how I'm going to rephrase this. I've been drinking beer, and I don't want it to get all over my computer.
Oh.
I was trying very carefully to word that the right way because getting there.
You see what I did? I had corned beef and, you know, kind of made I refreshed.
That was a good, real quick too.
Yeah. It's called improvisation.
Yeah, it was very festive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just got done eating corned beef and cabbage and veggies and all that stuff. Yep.
Good job.
Right before
Good
I went
job,
on,
I just got done eating Lucky Charms.
So if all the plans that you were going to do today would have happened, what would you have done to celebrate? Because, you know, 5 years is a big deal. You know,
sat around and drank beer.
Because I thought Paul was in the studio with you because we were emailing each other back and forth because he was telling me about the new stuff and everything.
I left around 2, and he must have left pretty quick after me or something. I don't know, but I know he had been gone earlier because he had to go get some stuff. His son, like I said, they were down. We were all down in the Twin Cities for that funeral, you know, last week again. So Lori and I left on Thursday. We came back Saturday morning. They got back Sunday. Well, his kids were at Grandma and Grandpa's and didn't realize, you know, the kid had just had that major surgery. And but it looked like it wasn't healing properly. So that all of a sudden sprung up today, and so it was kind of a mess, and we had a shit ton of snow, and I thought, well, we hung around, and it was pretty boring. Nobody was showing up. Nobody was doing anything. So I said, screw it, I'm going to go home and move snow, and I'm glad I did.
If I were just
because we got
better, I could have come down. You would just say hi or something.
Yeah. Then I had a guy message me when I'm out in my yard working saying, well, we swung by. I had homemade elk jerky for you, but now I'm going home. It's like, shit. Damn it.
Well, here's something that'll make your St. Patty's Day even more festive. Last week I showed you a video, John, and everybody that was on last week about a younger version of our Lord and Savior, Mr. Gary Busey, who we love so much. I'm doing a little song that you enjoyed. I thought I was going to get different type of reviews, but you guys really seem to enjoy that. Well, I did a little bit more digging. And,
I loved it.
There's some on Old Western, actually.
I loved it.
Yeah, that's probably Barbosa, probably, with Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, one that nobody ever talks about. I'm surprised, that it's actually a digital. You can watch it digitally. But
we watch like MeTV and stuff when I hang out over at Sweetie's, and we like.
Well, before Kenny arrives and the son arrives, I want to show you this music video that I found that was created on June 11th, 2013.
All right.
So let's enjoy.
Yeah. So is there an intro?
Yeah. Well,
Just a couple of times or something.
We should, figure one out.
Counting half
It's
time.
a miracle here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We'll let 8 clicks go by. Here we go. 1, 2. No.
Starts on A.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Been good to me. I carried that girl in the limousine so she'd go everywhere with me. Down by the lake, stars in her eyes, she took my heart. To my surprise, I threw it over the moon. I wondered if she ever loved me. I wonder if her fever grows. I wonder if her memories hold me close all these years, all these years. Coming in my dream, she throws the same old spell on me. I'm shaking off the bed again. If my heart gets torn apart, so what? I'll pick it up and put it all back together again. I wonder if she really loves me. I wonder if she really cares. Still hold me close all these years, all these years, all these years. he loved you more than anything. All these years, 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 all these years.
There you go. That was it.
That's it, better.
Yeah, that was a lot better. That's where it needed to be.
That was good.
Is that real?
Well, yeah, of course. No, it's all AI. It's all AI.
That guy looked like he could have been, that drummer was incredible. He looked like he could have been Gary Busing's son.
Yeah, that actually is Jake Busey.
I could have been somebody.
Was that
Yeah.
him? Was that Jake?
Yeah, that's Jake Busey. That's his real name.
Actually thought it was Andy Dick.
I thought it was little Bobby. I thought it was little Bobby's brother.
That was good stuff. That was really good
I
stuff.
could have been somebody.
Fucking Mad Dog.
Oh, Gary.
He's already had some Crown Royal already. And look who finally made it. You got Steven Sam, or a.k.a. Hulk Hogan here.
What's up, brother? Say your prayers, help your brother. Is that Bad Dog? Because I tell you what, I'm on the show because I'm going to kick Bad Dog's ass.
I'd like to see that.
What you going to do?
Wow. What's
It's been
going
done
on there?
before.
Yeah. So what's with the
The
Hulk Hogan
weather,
stats?
I'm telling you the weather forecast. It's raining here in Pittsburgh. And
I'm going to try something different.
And is that why you're going with the Hogan look?
Uh-oh.
I used to wear this a long time ago. I think Tony copied it off me.
what did I copy off you? The double chin? No way.
You guys, I tell you. It's a nice that we're just missing Ken, and then we have everybody here, you know.
I used to imitate Tony when I was younger.
Yeah?
Hey, brother, what you going to do when the Mad Dog takes a bite out of you? Oh, you had to grow your mustache like me. You fat, overweight lover, you.
Wow.
Hey, don't make me pull this car over.
Are we in a car?
No ice cream for you boys.
Aw. Only for the good boys.
My brother does look better in it because he got that long. He got that fake mop on the back of his hat. You know that's sewed to his hat, don't you know that?
Oh, sure.
Don't make me take my hat off.
Yeah, it'll be one big bald spot right there. Like Hogan.
Shut up,
dude.
Frankie. He does. He looks just like Hulk Hogan without his hat.
I sent you guys the video of Hulk Hogan. I guess he had to film himself taking a dump for some reason. I don't know why.
That was kind of gross.
Yeah, but that was. I didn't even get a chance to watch that.
He called it a steamer. Hulk was laying a steamer.
The walls were yellow.
Doctor department or something, I guess, you know, because Hogan's like 30 years old, older than me. So, yeah.
And yes, our private conversations, our private chats on our Renegade Radio chat page are just as, if not more, inappropriate as our conversations here on the show. Just so the audience knows.
Well, I'm not writing bad words.
Bravo!
It's all you guys.
All bad gabs and everything. You know?
I always thought the show started at 5:30 your time.
I never said a dirty word.
Originally, it was starting at probably about 5:30 originally, or 6, you know. But since we started to grow and everything, I just figured, let's just get more content. I have no problem doing more content.
Didn't tell none of us it started early.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to go, what time I was going to go, because I figured, well, if it's our last show for a while, because we're all taking spring break and everything, other than when I probably get a little Mad Dog.
I can't hear nobody.
Well, I can hear you. We can hear you. You're just fine.
Huh.
Anyway, so I just figure let's give more content. That's I'm a content whore, you know, so that's what I like to do.
What the hell?
The more the merrier.
Where's our buddy Donnie at?
Our buddy Donnie. Donnie who?
the one that always comes on, Danny, I mean. Danny always comes on the show from Pittsburgh.
Dan O'Keefe.
Oh, Dan
Danny
O'Keefe. Oh, I
O'Keefe.
was just going to say, are we missing somebody?
I don't know. I think he
Yeah,
got
it's
hurt or
Irish
something.
Day. He's probably bellied up in some green beer somewhere in a cheap hotel.
What quiz?
Lucky.
Quiz.
Oh, we've got some new viewers tonight. I noticed. Screaming Sam, you missed Mike Axfig. He's. I don't know if he's still watching or not. He used to be a band member of Little Bobby's. We've got Lori Davis Hill. She is dating a good musician. Oh my goodness! I tell you what, this guy. But you'll have to get my link to find out more about him.
Sure. Well, while we're waiting for that, here's some a classic commercial from one of our favorite guys, old Jim Varney here.
Hey, Vern, what y'all having for lunch? Wow, Blake's Lotta Burgers and a Coke. They're humongous, Vern, and big, too, with a lot of great taste, and a lot of cheese, and a lot of tomatoes, and a lot of pickles, and a lot of green chilies. These Lotta Burgers have got it all. My buddy Blake ought to call these a lot of everything, know what I mean? Burn my hand, burn my bowling hand.
Come on, who doesn't like some classic Ernest? Come on now.
I got to interview him.
Well, we got to interview a tribute artist or somebody doing a tribute to him.
No one has to know that.
Oh, that's right. It's a real him. That's right. It was really Jim Varney.
That was great, man.
Yeah. So since we're waiting for Kenny and his son here, now that it's St. Patty's Day, I mean, kind of a special day, I guess. Kind of. I mean, anybody do anything fun other than dress up at all? I mean, nobody did the green beer because you said you ate your corned beef or whatever. The John Roberts.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had corned beef in a long time.
Well, it's also Lent here, so my wife doesn't drink during Lent. So
I used to give stuff up too back in the day, but I just don't do that anymore.
So let me ask you a
Catholic.
question, John Roberts. Can I ask you a question, Jean-Claude Van Damme? Now, if your wife drank during Lent and she went to hell, I can imagine this. Now, I think we had this conversation already. She'd be sitting next to Saddam Hussein, right? And they'd say, hey, what are you here for? I blew up the Twin Towers and killed 40 million people. And they'd ask your wife, why are you here? I drank on Wednesday during Lent. I ate meat on Friday.
Oh.
She went to hell for eating meat. He went to hell for killing 40,000 people. What's it?
I don't believe that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, honestly, the reason why I don't study
at my joke.
The reason why I don't study being a Catholic anymore is because I really have no interest in that type of faith. I mean, I do believe. I will always believe, but Catholics to me we're too controlling. I don't like people that I hate people that control.
Exactly.
I mean, that's how I feel anyway, and that's how I felt for a long time. That's why I don't go to church. Why control people? Church is supposed to stop you about control. It's supposed to be about
John,
let out your sins and everything.
You don't act for little girls and boys.
I mean, I could be your guys' priest, and we could have confession right here. Frankie's confession.
Hey, Johnny went after his wife when she was 13.
Oh, Johnny, that's a bad deal. No, I'm just kidding.
I think he meant me, John, not you.
Not you, John. My brother, John.
Screaming Sam, of course.
Not John Roberts, not Jean-Claude Van Damme, Screaming Sam.
Thank you, man.
We tease him because his wife's like 30 years younger than him.
Not that quite young.
We said my brother met her when she was in her 15 and he was like 32.
No, I used to babysit her when she was 3.
You gotta let her babysit her when she was
I said, one day this bitch is going to be mine.
Wow.
No, I can't.
I wonder if they should be getting.
It was an arranged marriage.
You guys always get a kick on that type of humor when every time you joke about that. I'm surprised nobody's really of interest is watching and be like, I wonder if we should give these guys a visit, and ask more questions about what's going on.
Like,
what is going on?
Like the next season, the Lutz brothers ain't going to be on.
That's right. No, I need you guys. You're my humor section. So, Lance, other than being sick and everything, what have you been up to that's actually positive at all? Anything exciting? Are you creating anything? Are you doing like anything that's like worth promoting at all, or anything, or nothing?
Nope. What I do right now, you can't really promote it as far as there's nothing to promote, right?
Okay,
and so
sure.
when you write for a library, you can't. It doesn't really work that way. And then I just haven't been working on getting more work, just due to the whole schedule and everything that's going on here, then getting sick. So
Okay.
yeah, it's slow as hell. It's terrible.
I figure you'd be like, doing stuff with Amazon all the time because you were doing something with them before.
No.
You were doing like an indie film or something or whatever, like a long time ago. A while back. Yeah.
Well, and once one thing happens, then I mean, a lot of times once I'm done with it, then it gets to kind of run its course and do its thing, and you get to kind of see, hey, will that ever see the light of day, or
Yeah. Sure. Well, we're still waiting on Kenny. I don't know what the deal is.
Hey, I'll tell you,
maybe you got the time zones screwed up.
I hope not. I do. I made it clear one time.
I used to work for a guy named John Varney in St. Patrick's Day. When I was younger, he would take me out drinking, and we'd go to an Irish bar, gay bar, black bar, every bar you could think of. When we get hammered, and he tried to get me in fights with people with the biggest guy in the bar. Like we were at this Irish bar, and he called us the biggest guy over. Says, "This guy right next to me said he could kick your ass." I'm like, "No, I didn't. I swear to God." But I tell you what, the worst bar I went to was the Irish bar. They were crazy as hell.
Oh, okay.
But we've been every bar you could think of.
And what was that like then? Why was it crazy? Just because of just a
lot of alcohol? On our St. Patrick's Day, those fuckers go crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Irish people.
When you
No
walked in, you
offense.
couldn't see them. When you walked in, you couldn't see them. They weren't tall enough to see over the bar. They were all leprechauns.
Oh, come on. Really?
Well, Frankie should know that. He's the son of a leprechaun, apparently.
That's just for today. That's just for Irish. That's just for St. Pat. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess I never met your dad, so I just thought you were actually finally being truthful on one of your little tags there. I mean, you kind of look like you could be.
Okay.
Oh, my brother, when he moved, I thought that was a picture of him.
It said leprechaun beard, I think.
You're funny.
And your mustache and everything.
Hey, I shaved this morning. Shut up.
John, that picture's of me and you. That's our wrestling picture. Look. See that one behind me?
That's right.
For fuck's sake.
That's right. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do here while we're waiting here, because I don't know what's taking. I had sent Mark an email, so I don't know what's going on. They should be here.
Who's Mark? The guy's behind Tony? Is that Mark?
No, that's Bruce Vilanch. The guy who I did the Kenny Deal interview with, or I set up the interview with, his name is Mark Pucci. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. He's a media guy. And he's the guy that set me up also with Papa Chubby and a few other artists that I've been talking to. He carries a lot. He does a lot of stuff with bluesy artists and stuff. So it's like it's kind of neat. Then he'll send me a disc or he'll send me stuff online. If it's somebody I want to interview and have on the show, So yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff when we get to do it. But I don't know. I have a feeling that they probably got the time zone mixed up, and I hope not, because I told them exactly what time we're going to have.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
I get screwed up with the time zone too, dude. I really do.
well, I did. I wasn't me being screwed up with it. I knew what time I requested them. It was 5:45 p.m. Central, and that's already been a few minutes ago already. So we're just gonna have to improvise for now. I guess while we wait,
maybe the invite should have every time
zone. Yes, time zone. Yes.
What
Because I mean, you know what I mean.
5:30 our time, 4:30 your time.
Oh yeah, but normally when I've been dealing with people for a while, they know that.
Hey now,
like I don't have to worry about. I don't have
you
to worry
can't assume anything.
No. I don't assume. I just know because most of the time, everything works just fine. When we get the times right and everything always works perfectly.
I gotta me and my brother know the time difference, and we still get it wrong.
I'll be right back.
Hey, if you say "fuck off" backwards, it still says "fuck off," but with an Irish accent. Try it.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Hey, race car backwards spell race car.
There's our guest.
Yeah. Who's our guest?
Nope.
Well, don't see anybody yet. Did they pop up or whatever?
No, nobody popped up.
No.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the wrong screen.
All right. Well, what we'll do to kill some time, just because I didn't really have a whole lot of other things planned, other than just a few things, and then the guests and all that. So why don't we?
Well, wait a second.
What?
What did you do today?
What did I do today?
How did you celebrate the day?
Yeah. I didn't really celebrate. I went to a meeting this morning that kind of messed up my sleeping pattern. Dude.
What, your AAA?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That damn work.
Well, yeah.
You gotta get you out of there.
Oh, I would love that. Honestly, I would, sometimes. Because, it's just, I'm grateful for it, but sometimes it's just like, oh. Because, I mean, they could have just, told us all this stuff while we were on the clock. Like the whole weekend I was there, and we could have easily just did individual meetings or whatever. But I think what we're going to do, just to kill some time and just to keep everybody entertained, even though everybody's probably sick of this already, but we're going to play this some more anyway, just so everybody gets a chance to have some fun and laugh a little bit. Oh, come on now. Come on. You gotta have a little fun, just because.
Yeah.
Amuse
Never
me. Go ahead. Amuse me.
Okay, let's see. I was trying to find something here.
Tell a story.
Yeah, why don't you tell a story while I'm getting this stuff ready here?
And while the lady has left the room. My son is currently 37 years old, but when he was 18 and we'd gone fishing and driving through a little town of Gettysburg, South Dakota, I said, David, scoot down to the floor. Nobody can see you. He said, what the hell, Dad? Why? I said, well, back when I was in college and lived with 5 other guys, there was this gal that spent the night with me, and she was from Gettysburg, South Dakota. And that was the only time I saw her, but we're going through town now. You got to scoot down on the floor because there might be a boy your age that looks like you. And he kind of gasped for air. And we all get a kick out of the story. But the other day I was scrolling through Facebook and there was this picture of this kid, maybe about 30 or so. It looked identical to my son. He was given the bird like this. So I clipped the photo and I sent it to my son. I said, you know who this is? He goes, is that the kid from Gettysburg? Anyway,
Now that the lady has left the room. You think
I'll
I
tell
don't
you a
bring
true
my
story.
phone with me and listen to what you guys are
said, no,
talking
that's
behind my back?
I'll tell you a true story.
Hey, you should have said, no, that's the girl I slept with from Austin.
That's right. That's right.
I'll tell you a true story. My buddy Eddie's friend was at the casino, and back in the day, remember it was on quarters. Well, her and her husband was playing, and her husband was tired, so he went upstairs to bed. This is a true story. The lady wins all kind of money, has a bucket full of quarters, right? She gets on the elevator. A few of these black dudes come in, and they said, and one guy goes, hit the floor. And she dropped the quarters and dove on the ground. And guess who it was? Eddie Murphy telling one of his bodyguards to hit the floor like the button. Well, she didn't know. Here, they laughed so hard, and he got her name in that, and he sent her a dozen of roses the next day with a $100 bill wrapped in every rose and said, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen, and we're probably going to fit that in a skit somewhere.
That's funny.
True story.
I saw a picture of him the other day. I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, but he don't look bad for his age.
All right, you guys all ready for a little bonus round of Mad Gab?
Oh boy!
All right. Oh, come on. This is gonna be fun. This is how we kill time. I didn't have a whole lot planned today because I thought
Watch out, Mama T's a loaded pistol.
Now. She won't say the answer until everybody gets a chance to guess. So
Mama T, you're not allowed to say it.
if she says any answer before I tell her to, she's disqualified for the rest of the game.
Oh,
She's already crawling out of her skin over there.
So just have to drink beer. All right, here we go. This first one. 8 Adlid Ale.
You didn't do that for me.
I'm doing it for everybody. Everybody.
Something tattletale.
Okay.
8 Adlid Ale.
You're getting close.
Is this something Irish?
No. But it probably sounds like it is. John almost had it.
You're a tattletale.
No, but you're close. This is how we improvise, since I didn't plan much else.
8 Adlin Ale.
Who left? Sam?
You're a little tattletale. No, a little tattletale.
Well, you're getting close. You're right on a couple
Little
words
tattletale.
there. No. It's tattletale, but what kind of tattletale?
Cocksucking tattletale.
No, not. It's using the word cocksucking in there and all.
Well, it could be 8 Adlin.
Well, think about it. What's the first word? 8. Okay. 8 starts with an E. What does it sound like?
8.
Okay. Anybody else have a guess? Okay. Mama T?
A tattletale.
A tattletale.
I said that.
No, you said the tattletale or something. You didn't say a tattletale.
And I said a tattletale.
Did you? I don't remember hearing you say it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear it anyway. I heard you say tattletale. Yeah, I give it to you anyway. All right.
And no, he is not sending me the answers. Come on, boys, pick it up.
No, I won't do that this time. I'm just doing it this way just from now on.
What do you mean this time? You've never sent me the answers.
When I did it on private chat last week, you already knew all the answers. And you were about ready to sell all the answers.
And I sent them to you.
Yeah.
And you told me to shut up.
You did. I just said that. Don't spoil the game. Let everybody
Come on,
have a
play the game, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Put in.
All right, here we go. Sim Bell has able he sees. Or he see.
Sim Bell has able he sees. He has a terrible disease.
Nope. Sim Bell has Abe he see. John was this loud noise again. Mute your mic or mute your noiser, John. For Sam.
What's wrong?
Your audio, I can hear some audio noise.
No, somebody was trying to call me. I just muted it.
Oh. All right.
Oh my God, this one's.
Is it?
Duh. I should have got it faster because, you know.
Come on, all you smart people. Everybody, we're all college graduates, aren't we? Or high school graduates?
And Mama
Special
T
ed
makes
graduates?
it feel even specialer.
Special ed graduates?
I graduated from middle school.
Come on, you guys got to get this one.
Small Bell has able has C.
Oh my God, you guys got to get this one.
Don't say this.
Oh, shut up, Mama T.
Yeah, that's right. Finally, somebody says it. I was, said what I've been trying to say. Calm down. Have another beer.
I wish I could send you a crop black over here, honey. I wish I could do a shot with you.
Well, don't shoot her now. We don't like violence here. This verbal violence.
It reminds me. This one actually reminds me of a song.
Shut up.
By who? Give us a hint.
No hints.
This is terrible.
No more hints. God, Mama T.
Just saying or something.
Just tell us.
Can you give us a category?
Music.
One by,
Yeah.
one if by land, two if by sea.
No.
She smells like you and I smell like me.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. Because those are the words there.
She smells like shit and I smell like pee.
Well, if that's going on in your life, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, is that the new cologne you're using or what? Jeez. All right, I will say the answer if nobody can get it.
Is there a band?
You guys have to get this one because it is.
Don't.
Down by the sea.
Is there a band? You said it was music.
Yeah, it's just music related, but I'm not going to say who the band is.
Music related.
Yes, music related.
Oh, let Mama T tell us.
Might as well, Mama T, just go tell them.
You have to get this because it's as simple as ABC.
Oh my God. Simple as ABC.
I didn't want to give too many hints. I didn't,
I didn't hear her. What was it? I didn't hear her.
Simple
as ABC.
Simple as ABC.
That's right.
Do, re, mi, A, B, C.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Perfect.
how easy love can be, yeah.
You don't smell like pee or
That's
whatever.
when we got it printed though at the small and big letters up here.
Oh man.
All right, here's another one.
Really?
Where's killing time?
I should have get the answer for that one.
Well, not what everybody
I
says.
got this one.
Yep.
All right, don't say nothing yet.
Yes. Somebody else got one.
I finally got one.
Oh, that's great.
Say it.
No, don't say it yet.
Vance and Trump.
No.
Close.
Close.
Very close.
Vice President Trump. No.
Well, you're getting close. You're getting really close.
Oh.
She's got a nice rump.
Do you see all those words when you say stuff like that? I mean, what do you see?
I'm trying to make a joke, Frankie. I'm a funny guy, not a
Well,
smart.
I know it.
Okay.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Okay. Lance, do you have any idea?
I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know which one.
All right, we'll let Eric say Antique Man.
Ivana Trump.
There you go.
Yeah, I know her name. I couldn't think of.
I want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Take a dump. That's it.
I'll sleep better tonight.
All right, here's the next one here.
Yeah, so I'm not so fucking dumb.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I never said you were
Macaroni.
anyway.
Macaroni, it's hers.
Macaroni. God, that's easy. I'm getting the hang of this shit
Yep.
now.
This one's now you guys are getting it.
Okay.
Come
What is
on
it?
now.
Macaroni itches.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni itches. Wow. Okay.
Oh, macaroni and cheese.
All right. I'll do one. I'll get another one here for you. This is kind of fun anyway, huh? People get better at it. Hey, it's helping your brain. This is what you should be doing on your show there, John, when you have nothing
No,
else
it's not
to
helping.
do.
You think that cigar smoke behind
Hey,
John
you know what?
got his brain
We got
overheat?
people watching. We should let our watchers, our listeners, try and guess too.
Hey, you think that cigar
absolutely.
smoke? That's
Lori's
my
still
brother's
on here.
brain
She thinks
overheat.
this is a fun game.
You hear
Here's the
me?
next
My
one.
brother's brain's overheating. That ain't cigar smoke.
Made part robot. All right, what's the next one? Reese's Boone.
She's got nice boobs.
I know this one is too.
Come on.
A grease-sized Boone. A grease Boone. Johnny's is a Boone.
He just basically said it.
Oh.
A greasy spoon.
Yeah,
you get close. There you go.
I think I know it, but I won't say it.
Go ahead, say it. You haven't got any yet.
Ouch. A greasy spoon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I even knew that one.
Still terrible game, man.
Oh, but we love it so much, you know. I couldn't think of anything else. I thought this was fun last week.
I like it.
Okay, here's the next one here.
Oh boy, there's
That's
more.
the same one.
A greasy spoon.
A greasy spoon.
No. Whoops.
For fuck's sake. Get
Thank
it together,
you.
Frankie.
Giving us
Here's
an
the next
easy one. That's almost the last name of a guy I used to work with.
What, queer?
Well, there's a lot going
My
on
brother
here.
is a queer one.
Was it Uzi queer? Was it Uzi queer?
Queer one is queer one. Back queer one.
Got it.
Great guy for the queer eye. Queer guy for the straight eye.
All right, get another one ready here.
Queer eye. Come on, John. You should know this one.
Come on, Lori. Let's give the guests a chance. Lori, you're playing. Come on.
Come on, Lori.
Punch
Play.
it in. Come on, Lori. You knew the last
Yeah.
one. Get this one. Come on, baby. You can get it.
Where's our buddy Dan O'Keefe at tonight? It's Irish night. Let's go, Danny.
He's not on tonight.
I know. I wonder why.
I knew you were going to be on.
I don't know if Mike Axby's
Thanks.
still watching or not. Oh, wait. She knew the last one. Oh.
A queer guy for the straight
Come
eye.
on.
I can't figure it out. Back.
Come on, you can.
Baked something.
Queer one.
Baked something.
Fake toes, queer one.
You guys say the word queer all the time. It's
Sean,
hilarious.
just listen to us and laughing. We're so fucking. You're way off.
Well, I know that because I know the answers. You know, that's why.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I know that. I said you're just listening to us make an ass out of ourselves.
Yeah, that is hilarious. That
Baco's
is hilarious.
Baco, is it something to do with food?
Maybe.
No, that ain't helping.
I don't know where I went, but I'm back.
Bad guy for the queer eye. Baco's.
Lori's still thinking. She's got her thinking face on.
Oh, bake those queer ones. Bake those.
Back. Uzi Square One.
Back ooze. Ooh, back ooze. That's what you have, like them big pimples on your back.
Yeah, they ooze.
Jose
Yeah,
Cuervo.
Back to square one.
Yes, you're right.
Back to square one. I knew that.
Square one.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Back
About
to square
time I
one.
didn't get one.
We got a couple more, and then we'll be done.
You didn't know that one, Mama T?
Nope.
That was an easy one. Come on.
All right, here's the next one.
My brother knew that one.
Bigger scat beach who Sears.
Bigger scat beach who Sears. The bigger cats. The bigger cat beats who Sears. Beats who Sears. Yeah, I know that one, but I ain't telling you. I want the listeners to guess. You're almost there, listener. You're almost close.
He's such a smart feller, you know.
I'm a fart smeller.
Yeah, me too. Cheers. Chin chin.
The bigger fat scat, who cares? The bigger, I'm drunk.
Already? I mean, I guessed yet. It's all right, though.
Hey,
it's
I'm
a happy drunk.
Sean, I'm going
Did
to
you
tell
figure
you,
it out,
I'm
Lance?
really enjoying myself tonight, buddy.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I really am glad. This is how I wanted to end our first half.
Yeah, I needed to loosen up a little bit. I really did. I was a little stressed out the last week or two.
Who still needs some time?
The bigger sketch. Who cares? Scares. Whatever.
What is it, Lance?
Yeah. Go ahead, Lance.
You ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Let's see if you got it
Beggars
right.
can't be choosers.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Lance knows them all. He just don't want to come over as the nerd on the team. So
Lance is a highly educated man.
Yeah, Lori got that one. Lori got that one.
Yay, Lori.
Yay, Lori. You win a free subscription to Renegade Radio.
No.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Lori.
where do you, Mama T, where do you see that on the chat?
Huh?
I don't see that on our chat.
Are you on your phone or are you on your laptop?
Phone.
Okay. On your phone,
Lori?
are you on?
Oh, I see where it says chat.
Okay.
Okay, Lori.
It
I'm
says
going
private
to
chat and it says comments. Click on comments.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
Hey, Lori, I'm going to up it to a lifetime membership.
Does that mean I got to do more work now, or what? Do you want me to interview me?
You get a
Oh,
lifetime
I
membership.
love this one. Oh, I love this one.
Out of reach.
I love this one.
Of course you do.
How did you know what it was right away, you biala? I was going to say something, but I stopped.
Uptake.
If nobody gets this one, if nobody gets this
I
one,
love you, Mama T.
I love you too.
What is it, Mama T? I don't know what it is.
No, don't say it yet.
I'm not going to. I'm
I
gonna
tell you.
I don't want her to tell me. I'm going to guess it myself.
Oh, well, then start guessing.
All right, Lori, you got this one?
Out of reach view. It's out of something view. Out of anal view. Out of
anal. You see the word anal?
No, but I just figured it was a pain in my ass, so I can't see.
Sure.
That's why I called one day at work. I called and said, "Hey, hey." One day I called my work. I said, "Hey, I got anal glaucoma." And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I can't see my ass coming to work today." You'll get it later.
I'll take care of you.
I'll
take care of you.
To work.
You will. You promise.
That's right. Yep, that's right. He's right. I'll take care of you.
Is it?
What?
Oh my God.
Taking care of
That's
what?
what it was.
That's what it was.
My guess is you're going to take care of me, Frank.
That's why I love this one. I'm a Cancer. I take care of everybody.
No, you give it.
Hey, if I come down here, you're gonna take care of me if I guess this?
I will
the
take
game's
care of
over.
everybody. That's who I am. That's why I haven't been in my home the last few shows.
guessed
Because I
it?
take care of people.
All right, so let's take a quick bathroom break here. It was Sam. Sam guessed it, your brother.
I'll take care of you.
I'll take care of you.
Get the fuck out.
We're gonna take a quick pee break or whatever before our actual guest comes, because I'm sure you'll come right at the time. I hope anyway.
Welcome
me music, Frankie.
And then we'll be back for a little bit for some more Renegade Radio. Stay tuned.
I think I'm drunk.
Winter in the Northland means no golf, right? Wrong. Looking to get in a round of golf in a climate-controlled winter oasis? Want to just whack some balls at the virtual driving range and work on your swing? Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club in Grand Forks with more than 90 courses, range venues, and games including Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, TPC Sawgrass, and more. All on an incredibly accurate optical-based simulators from driving to putting. Play straight up, team up for a scramble, play tournaments, or join the two-person Scramble League. It's fun for everyone, and all ages are welcome too. Call or text 701-757-3220 to set up a tee time. Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club at the Columbia Mall, your home for the best indoor golf experience around.
Been heard the legend rides forever on iron horses, the winds of time. He's the road king rider, forever in our hearts. Road king riders, oh, road king rider, forever in our hearts. From sunrise to twilight's whisper, he battled hard, the true road twister. In leather and steel he faced the storm. Leather and steel he faced the storm. A brotherhood bound where legends are born. The road king rider, rev, forever in our hearts.
Through dust and fire, his spirit roams. On endless highways, he calls them home. The open road, his final song. In every mile, his legacy strong.
He's the road king rider, rev, forever in our hearts. Thunder roared and the diesel sang. In the tales of men his name will clang. Found freedom in the open wide field, with a heart of iron and steel as his shield. He's the road king rider, rev, forever in our hearts.
His journeys echo across the stars.
Renegade Radio. Tune in, don't be shy. With Frankie Slauson leading the ride. Monday nights, the airwaves come alive with voices in the dark like shadows they survive. Join the rendezvous, let the stories weave. Frankie leads the night, you just gotta believe.
Using a black male and a white male pipe. This black female has 3 holes and you can stick your pipe into all of them. The one on the back end's a little bit smaller, so just be careful not to tear shit up. This white female conveniently has 4 holes and will accommodate any position you need to be in. If your male needs to be a female, go to the plumbing doctor and get an adapter that will make your male a female. Well, if your female's too shallow, you can always go get yourself a deep socket coupling. Just make sure the pipes don't touch, because we don't want to be touching pipes. Sometimes a female could be a little big. To fix this, you can put a reducer bushing in there and that'll tighten things right up. And if you don't like bushes, then you can just put a 90-degree reducer on the male. Now you'll have no problem.
There you go. Just some good advice for you. You know, next time you're gonna need to work on your plumbing or whatever.
Advice.
My plumbing needs a little work on.
I like that. You can never know too much about pipe.
I need somebody to make my penis like a clock.
Oh, we weren't talking about
penis. And then to put 2 hands and a face on it. I need 2 hands and a face put on it.
Well, welcome back to Renegade Radio here. Our season 4 end of phase 1 finale. We were supposed to be interviewing Kenny Neal and his son. I don't know what the heck happened. You know why they haven't responded, but I'm guessing
you told them tomorrow at like 9.
If they pop in while we're doing the interview with Bruce, that's gonna be hilarious. Because I was hoping, I told 5:45 p.m. my time. So, and I don't know where what Mark told me was they were going to be in 2 different locations of the U.S. So, but he didn't tell me where. So.
Yeah.
And I said,
you might have to not tell them not to get off. That's all.
Just get. I gave them the stream link, so they got the same link. I guess I give everybody. If you notice, I don't know how much you pay attention, but just so you're aware that the link will never be changed. It'll always be the same link to get in here.
So easy. Hit the middle dot, or hit the 3 dots, hit the middle link, and boom.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I can figure that one out.
But what I'm saying is to get in here, because like Zoom, every time you do a Zoom, we used to do Zoom, you'd have different links every time.
Right.
Well, this time for StreamYard, one of the benefits is that the link is the same as it was when I opened the account. So
that's what I had to do. I had to go back to your last link.
Yeah. So in case you ever wonder if it's going to be different or not, I'll let you know if it ever changes. But as far as I'm aware, it's always going to be the same. For as long as I have the account in there. So.
Do you like it better from your end?
Well, let me ask you this before I answer that. Do you guys like it better? Do you think that this has been a big more helpful than going to Zoom since we've been doing it for the last 11 episodes?
I like this platform a lot better.
Yeah, it's easier to get on for me.
Okay. Well, I like it too. I think it's been
Except
a big
the
help.
Time frame. I mean, like the time.
Yeah, but that's it doesn't matter because even when we're using Zoom, it was just like the problem that I had with Zoom is that it didn't give us enough features. Like I like these titles. I like being able to throw a video up and we talk about it or whatever. I could never do that with Zoom. I had to go through other forums and realms, and it really fucked up a lot of things. My computer wasn't strong enough to handle all that like it is now. So I'm glad I upgraded this Christmas. Well, who are you laughing at? You laughing at me or laughing at Mad Dog?
Oh, quit it. I was looking for my wife's blonde. My wife's answer, she's got a blonde wig. We were just looking for it. I was going to wear it.
Wow. Well,
okay. So you guys know my husky Nova, that beautiful white dog with the blue eyes, right?
Yeah.
Well, she has a boyfriend now. My friend Heather, that I got the dog from, has another husky. His name is Odin. So they
Oh, the
spent
husky. I thought you were going to see some weird, like your.
so I don't have to
friend.
worry about puppies if they decide to practice to make any. But they had to go.
The husky wee wee is bothering
all
me,
three
and
of
I
us had to
can't
go
see. I can't see.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor has arrived.
All right.
And here he is.
There you go.
There he be.
He's coming on now.
Hey.
Looking very Irish.
Absolutely. How's it going there, Bruce? Welcome to Renegade Radio.
What's up, Bruce?
Hi.
Hello, Bruce.
Hey.
Bruce.
Wow, what a crowd. What a crowd.
Yeah.
What a crowd.
Sound
What
like
a
Robbie.
crowd.
What a crowd. What a crowd.
Oh, you're used to a lot bigger crowds than us, I'm sure.
So,
No
so
more
welcome to, well, hey, we kind of fit in that category, but welcome to Renegade Radio, Bruce. I mean, we've been promoting this ever since Steven told me that he knew you and knew that we could get you on the show here. You know, ever since we scheduled, we've been excited to get you on here.
Steve the joiner.
Yeah, the joiner. Yeah.
Very well.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, I've got a book to flog.
Right,
No.
right.
I know. I have to just fluff up the hair.
Me too.
It cut shorter, so now I'm like madly fluffing it up, so it will look like more like a haystack.
tough,
which is
man, dog.
the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're excited to have you on. We're looking forward to promoting the book because you know you're one of the legends of the Hollywood world that probably doesn't get spoken of enough. We'll just say it. in my opinion anyway, because everybody knows about you, but like, do they really know about you?
There are lawyers who are always talking about me.
Yeah, and they see your picture and they think that you're like somebody off the Senate or something.
That's exactly right. I tell you, they think I'm Travis Kelce's mother. That's, you know. I have this alter ego. I'm waiting for a call from her.
That's why I see you every Sunday at the KC game, man, huh?
Yeah. That's when it started about a year ago at the Super Bowl. People started calling me saying, dude, what are you doing in a box with Taylor Swift? You're writing her act? I said, yeah, because she's funny.
Yeah.
So when you first heard that joke or whatever, you took it with stride. Then you said, you know, I could use this to my advantage.
I hope they stay together. I was riding with this joke forever, and then I did it last week on The View, and a lot of people saw it. So now I have to be careful because they all kind of go, "Oh yeah, right." It doesn't take them by surprise anymore, so I may have to go back to being Amy Schumer. She in her book said that was talking about what she looks like after a one night stand, and she said just picture Bruce Vilanch. And if you don't know who he is, picture a barn owl in red glasses.
That rotten bitch.
Well, you know who else did the red glasses bit too? You know, Sally Jesse Raphael. How many people remember her? You know,
that is what got it.
That's right.
She was on Hollywood
Jesse.
Square.
I actually met her.
Oh yeah,
I met her at a national radio convention.
Shut up! You did not.
She was on Hollywood Squares, and she said she was going to retire. And I had different glasses every show, but when the prescription changed, I would have to take a second mortgage to get all of it redone. So she happened to be on the show, and I said, "Well, if you're retiring, can I use the red glasses?" And she said, "Oh, be my guest." So that was when I decided to go
Bruce
red.
is now where you have to take a second mortgage to buy eggs.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Either that or knock off an Amish truck.
Oh, you guys.
Like Andy Borowitz said, they're now trying to convince people that a dozen is really 9.
Yeah.
To justify the price.
That's right.
New definition.
Well, we're here because we want to learn about you as much as possible, but we are here to also promote your new book that is called "It Seemed Like a Bad Idea at the Time." And you know, when I first announced that we were going to have you on, the crew was pretty excited because, well, I mean, they're always excited, but like They know a lot about you. I'm surprised, like John Roberts especially. He was the first one to mention about you, and he has a history with radio and everything and broadcasting.
I think I met him a long time ago, as I recall. But that's good. Well, that's great to hear. I mean, that's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I've known about your work from way back, all the way up to God. We used to watch on Hollywood Squares.
That's true, and it was actually, it ended about 20 years ago, the Hollywood Squares experience.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not on the new one yet because they haven't gotten to the V's on the list of people. That's how you do it. You go down a list, and people say no, and then somebody says yes. Oh, okay. And so it doesn't take long to get to the V's.
But Bruce, if you stick with Travis Kelce's mom, you could bump up to the K.
I might be able to jump up to the K. True.
Yeah, that's
One
right.
never knows, do one. We'll see. We'll see how on the case Drew is.
That's right. That's right. So, well, yeah, we've been talking about the book for a while. It's called "It Seemed Like a Bad Idea at the Time."
Yeah, well, it came out of podcast.
Sorry, I had to check on supper.
Yes, what?
That's a great title.
Well, it came out of a podcast where people, younger than you guys even, were asking me during COVID when everybody was on lockdown and we were all doing podcasts. They were asking me about these movies, these pieces of shit that I had written in the 70s before they were born. And they encountered them on YouTube, and they all wanted to know, how did these happen? Who said yes to this? The Star Wars Holiday Special, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, the Paul Lynde Halloween special, and the Ice Pirates movie, and Can't Stop the Music, the Village People movie. And I realized I kind of had a book in this about how I had written some of the worst things, the worst TV shows of the era, and lived. And this is a nice way to back into a memoir, as opposed to just doing an actual memoir. It had a focus, and so I like that. And of course, it all does start with a bad idea. I mean, at the beginning, nobody sets out to make a bad idea, but when you start with a lousy premise, what happens is they pitch it to you, and you say, "Oh, that's just terrible. How much are you paying?" "Oh, well, maybe I could figure out a way to make this work." And of course, you can't. But it doesn't matter. By that time, you've cashed a check and moved on down the road. So that was the genesis of the whole thing, and the title in particular, and people seem to understand it. We've all been involved in a bad idea.
That's right. Even this show was a bad idea, but we're still doing it every week anyway.
You're right. And I love every minute of it.
But thank God it's not a complete sausage fest, right?
Oh, what's wrong with sausage? We all love sausage here.
And we love tacos. And
so it's not, it's not like, it's not like the captain of the Titanic writing a book saying it seemed like a bad idea at the time.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
I'll tell you one thing, though. You look the exact same way as you did 20 years ago. You look the same.
What can I say? I say be blonde, wear black, but I'm wearing green. But I'm just very lucky. But I see pictures of myself and I think, who is that older person? But it's the same spirit, I guess is all I can say. The animating spirit hasn't changed. I haven't beaten down.
Some of us age better than
I've
others.
had hits too.
Well,
Oscars, all that kind of stuff. So,
what I'm going to do is so that everybody has a chance to ask a question or two. We're going to go round robin style, just so that everybody gets a chance to ask some questions, so we're not all talking at the same time.
Reminds me of an orgy I went to in '68. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Well, hey,
everybody got a chance.
You can say that. You can say here on Frankie Claus's Renegade Radio, we're one big happy orgy.
Yeah.
we leave with a smile.
We have an orgy on Frankie's show.
Hey, settle down. We don't talk about orgies when I'm the only female here.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. Poor Mama T.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Mama T, that's not an orgy.
I can tell you some
one more female that was
conversations
at any of my orgies.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that's not an orgy. That's a gangbang.
Anyway. So Bruce, I want to know more about your early life. Like, what were you like you growing up, and what was the world like to you before you became this creative genius?
Well, I grew up in Jersey, so I had all of that going. I had a lot of Jewish, Italian, Puerto Rican going on, and I was a fat kid. I had a deep voice. I was awkward, not athletic. I had a vivid life of the mind, and I would make faces in the mirror and perform. And I would make people laugh. And Whoopi always says, when you can do that, it gives you a head start. They laugh, and that you can run before they can beat you. So she said it's very handy to have that talent. And so, and as a result, I was kind of sought after because I was fun, and I liked that. I liked being fun, and I had. My parents, I was an only child and I was adopted, and they were enablers. They saw that I enjoyed performing, and they encouraged it. They just wanted me to be able to make a living. And when I exhibited a talent for writing, they said, "Oh, this is great. You can work for a newspaper because newspapers will never die." Go no.
Wow.
Really prescient they weren't. But so I wound up writing about stuff I was doing. I was a child actor. I was never a child star, or we'd be having this conversation in rehab, or a Drew Barrymore's house. Actually, now Ariana Grande is a child star, and she's doing pretty well. So I can't really say that to this face anymore. But I started acting, and I aged out of the roles I could play and began writing about that. And when I was in college at The Ohio State University, I was approached by the Chicago Tribune to come and write for them and do like celebrity profiles and review movies and things like that. So I went to Chicago, and in Chicago I met Bette Midler and started writing for her, and the rest is her story.
Okay.
Worked out.
Wow. Absolutely.
You hit your stardom. You're wagging to my star. I said yes.
All right. We'll let Antique Man go next. I'll just choose who goes.
I know you.
Don't fight over it.
I know in the past you've been a head writer for Oscars and Tonys and Grammys and Emmys. Do you still do some writing for them?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I haven't officially written for any of them in some years, but people are always calling me and asking me to fix what has been written. A lot of the shows are written by people who are on staff at the host's talk show, because so many of these things are hosted by people who have talk shows, and of course, a lot of them are hosted by people who have writers who are on call all the time. Anyway, so and sometimes when they're writing for other people who are on the show, they're not thrilled with what they get, so they call me because I've written for all of them for a long time. So that's my long-winded answer.
A big change from 30 years ago from to today, if there's a big change.
No, every year they say they're going to reinvent the wheel, and they can't. I mean, they're giving out awards, and they're giving out the same awards, and what makes them valuable is there's a tradition of the award, so the achievements aren't changing. So the structure of the thing is always going to be the same. Sure. But it has loosened up a lot. I mean, but then everything has because of the internet, and in this area of television, SNL had a profound influence because 50 years ago it came on, and you could do it 11:30 on a Saturday, stuff you could never do at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday, and everything that was on 8 o'clock
and
on
it was
Tuesday
funny then
became square and flat. And
people weren't so butthurt easy.
Yeah, but then cable came in, and you could do even more on HBO. And so gradually all what they used to call standards began getting relaxed. So they all became world changed. And then the keyboard warfare came along, and everybody could express their unfiltered opinion instantly, and not have to regret.
Get up and clap somebody.
Worst happens is, you'll be blocked. Okay, bye. Bye, Felicia. Block me. They say
Lance,
that like
you go
it's a
next.
threat. Oh yeah, I'll still be blocked.
That's
I give a
right.
shit if you block me.
So, I mean, by you doing, obviously having an interest as a small child in performing aspect, but then kind of took it in the direction of writing, is there one over the other that you have always felt either more secure in, or which one you would just rather be doing?
Oh, performing is much more fun, and you get instant gratification, and you know how we like that. We don't get to be 235 pounds without being instantly gratified as much as we possibly can be. So, performing is fun. You get the reaction, even if it's just from the crew on the set. You know something has worked. Writing is much lonelier, although I'm a real collaborator and I work a lot in rooms with other writers. There's always a point where you're facing the blank page, or now the blank screen, and you have to come up with it yourself. And the kind of writing I do is often writing for specific people whose style I've had to study. I do due diligence, and it's kind of like what I say is that Bob Mackie will design a dress for Cher, and he'll design a dress for Lizzo, and it won't be the same dress because there are two distinct body types and colors and attitudes and everything else. So what goes into the design of the dress is what goes into the writing of the words, is because you're paying attention to who they are. And when you give them something that's for somebody else, they get it because it's not them. It doesn't fit them. So,
you find it easy to write for somebody else?
Is it what?
Do you find it easy to write for somebody else?
Well, it
I mean,
depends
once
on who they are. I mean,
yeah.
If they're a performer and they're used to being themselves, like Billy Crystal and Bette Midler and Tiffany Haddish, and they know who they are when they're on stage. I used to have a joke. Shirley MacLaine knows who she is. She knows who she was. But a lot of times actors, especially on a show like the Oscars, I mean, you've never seen Michelle Pfeiffer live at the Hard Rock. She doesn't have an act. So who is she when she gets up to talk about art direction or whatever word she's giving? So you have to give her something to play, and so you have to write something. I mean, essentially, she's very elegant, so you can, but sharp. So you have to find that. My favorite of these was Johnny Depp, who would be like the deer in the headlights because he was always the character he was playing, and he didn't know what to do. He said, "I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to say this." And I said, "Well, let's say you're Captain Jack Sparrow and you've just met Hunter Thompson, which are two characters he played, two buzzed out, whacked up guys, and do it like that, like you're slightly not here, and that will be very amusing because he's a good comic actor, and he did it great, and it became his sort of talk show personality, right up until he and Amber had their falling out, and he had to get serious in his public appearances because there was a lot of money riding on it. He couldn't come out there like he had just walked out of a dispensary with a week's worth of supplies. That was his old default position. He had the trash can that.
All right, John Roberts, you go ahead.
Hey, you forget about me?
All right.
Oh no.
He's coming. Don't worry, he's coming.
The center square. What
Bruce,
do you mean? You can't forget about him.
I'm the top
You want to win the game, you got to go to him all the time.
That's right.
I'm actually I'm up in my wife's office. She's downstairs watching the broadcast, and she told me to make sure to tell you that you have not changed since she is known who Bruce Vilanch is. So keep it up. She said that was many years ago.
Many years ago, but then I did Hairspray playing the mother, and they made me shave because they said they won't buy a bearded lady in this role. They'll buy a man playing a woman, but not a woman with a hormone problem. So they said that's a little too John Waters.
There you go. My question is, You were in Mahogany.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Amazing. That had to have been very incredible. And I'm just wondering, how good did you get to know Diana Ross? And did you, if so, did you remain friends with her? Or how was that whole deal? Because
all of the
you were
above.
really brand new.
I was a journalist in Chicago, and they filmed that stuff in Chicago. I had an agent, and she said, "Well, they're looking for a guy to play a fashion coordinator at Marshall Field's department store." And it's only she has 2 or 3 scenes with Diana Ross, and so I got cast, and we hit it off right away at the beginning. And of course, the first day I showed up was the day Berry Gordy fired the director. The director was an Academy Award winner, Tony Richardson, who won for Tom Jones and did a lot of important British movies, and was married to Vanessa Redgrave and had all the Redgrave children, the Richardson children, and Berry took over as the director. So we had to reshoot. We had to direct the scene ourselves because Berry was not sure what he was doing. So we bonded right away, and of course I played. I was supposed to be sewing. That was my action, and I don't sew. And I sewed my shirt to her coat, not realizing I was doing that. So that when she walked away, I fell off the stool. She yanked me off the stool. So then Berry decided that, I don't know if you know Mahogany, it's about a girl from the project who wants to be a designer, but she's Diana Ross, and Tony Perkins comes to the store to do a photo spread, and she becomes a model and winds up going to Rome and becomes Mahogany, the supermodel. So Berry said, we have to get out of Chicago because Chicago is ugly and Rome is beautiful. And so my scenes got chopped into where instead of hiring her, I didn't hire her. But we stayed friendly, and when she left Motown, she didn't leave Motown exactly, but she left the umbrella of Motown on her own, and we did a big act that played Vegas and the Palace on Broadway, and we did a TV special. I wrote that, and we stayed friends ever since. And she's quite fabulous. There was a book titled "Call Me Miss Ross," which was about what an awful diva she is, which has never been my experience. And I ran into her on a plane, and I said, you know, you never told me to call you Miss Ross. And she said, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. But and then it kind of went away. I mean, the whole Mahogany thing. And then when I met RuPaul, the first thing RuPaul said to me was, "You're in Mahogany." 32 minutes. The movie. And I ran home and put the VHS in, and 32 minutes in, there I am. And I thought, not this RuPaul guy is going to go places. This is not a drag. This is not run of the mill drag queen. This guy is going to be an empire. And sure enough, he is. And I've been on the Drag Race 5 or 6 times as a judge and comedy mentor and all that. I mean, I meet so many young gay guys who say, "Oh, you're the guy from RuPaul's Drag Race." I'd never thought I would hear that. Of all the things to be.
All right, Mama T, we're gonna let you go next.
Okay, dude, you were just so cool. I'm so glad that you could make it on here, and I've always loved to write since I was like in high school, junior high. I loved to write short stories, poems. Yeah, as I got older, I got into music and started writing songs and stuff. And some things I noticed inspired me more than others. What was your favorite part of writing your new book? It seemed like a bad idea at the time. Also, second part of the question, how do we find that book?
Oh, well, first I'll say how you find it. It's on Amazon, and there's an Audible I recorded also, and it's now in bookstores near you, if there is a bookstore near you. Some places it's not happening anymore. But I've been on the book signing tour, so I know there are more bookstores than I even thought were around. And the whole thing was fun because there were a lot of stories I've been telling for years. I mean, this stuff happened 40 years ago, and I always say if somebody says to you they remember the 70s, they weren't there. A lot of these ideas
For real.
Clouds of smoke.
I don't believe my mom remembers conceiving me.
Yeah, well, there you go. It was a painful night for her, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you should be my dad.
I have a joke. When she had Melissa, which is now 50 years ago,
I'm not hiding it.
Or more, she used to have a joke in her act that did you was it a painful birth? And she says, "Oh my God, I screamed, I squirmed, I screamed," and that was during conception.
That's funny. That is
Your
funny.
favorite part of writing the book?
The favorite part of writing the book, it was just sitting down every time and recalling these stories. I didn't have a single favorite one. Mostly, I was, I didn't want to tread too harshly on other people who were involved. A lot of them are gone, but I did want to tell the truth. But I didn't want to make. There were people who were like who didn't do the best possible work on some of these things. So that was the hard part. But it was all fun to write. I mean, nothing was a slog. And in fact, I had many more stories that I just didn't want to. I mean, I did 25 Oscar shows. I only wrote about the first one, and there were lots of other experiences that happened. So that was fun and revealing what actually happened, how these things really did happen. That was kind of liberating.
So you have enough stories to write another book.
Oh, I could. Let's see how this one does. I mean, I may have to resort to my sexual exploits. Like Shelley Winter.
No. That's a different part of the bookstore. That's a different part of the bookstore.
Where everybody she slept with who was dead. I said to her, "You should call it Fuck Shelley and Die." But she said, "Very funny." Smacked me.
All right.
I don't have
Can't
those
picture
stories.
that.
Well, I do. But
All right, Mad Dog, it's your turn.
He asked Mad Dog. See, as a professional wrestler, I have like 3 brain cells, and they make me go last. Everybody used my questions, so now I got to come up with
no.
Now, when you started out, when you were younger, did you start out writing for yourself and using your own material? Or did you always write for somebody else?
No, I wrote for somebody else, and then when I was, I think, about 4. Well, what happened was this sounds so macabre, but AIDS happened, and a lot of friends of mine died, and a lot of guys back then were closeted, and they were not out to their families. And when they died, the families would swoop down and take everything, and their friends were left with no closure. So we started doing these celebrations of life that were to where the extended family and friends would gather to talk about the recently deceased. And I wound up emceeing them because nobody else wanted to, and I stepped in. And celebrations of life were very funny, especially when you're talking about people who are in show business, and it just kind of evolved. And I said, for my 40th birthday, I gave myself a nightclub act, and that was the first time I'd actually sat down and written stuff for myself. And I started doing it, and I was not a stand-up. I'm not a club comic. But I'm a sit-down comic. I tell stories, and mostly they were about show business and all that.
Sometimes life facts are funnier than some jokes you write, right?
Yeah, well, and then when I was on Hollywood Squares, I got famous, so there was actually an audience that would come to see me. So that was how all that started. But I've written for way more people than I've written for myself.
Who was the first guy that you wrote for a lot? It was like your steady comedian that you wrote.
It was actually Bette Midler.
Bette Midler was I heard you say that, but I didn't know.
First, a woman named Kay Ballard, who was a very funny actress who was a nightclub comedian also. I wrote for her, and then I met Bette in Chicago in the early 70s, 55 years ago, I think.
So that attitude was all you, huh?
Yeah. It was all me. Well, we had some other collaborators too, but I'm the one who stuck with it, right up to Hocus Pocus 3. which I warn you now is on the way. In case you have small.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You're in your life.
Thank you for the
You'll be
answer.
getting a lot of it.
All right, and last but certainly not least, my co-host from our original podcast now to where we're at right now, interviewing guys like Bruce Vilanch, a man who used to be the Sam Kinison tribute artist because he looked like Sam Kinison back in the day, and he can prove it. We know Bill Kinison; he's been on the show many times. We got Screaming Sam here.
How you
ahead,
doing?
Sam.
I just want to say, what an honor to have you on our show.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you coming on. This is what I used to look like back in the day.
Oh, you did? Wow, you look just like Sam. Is that Sam or is that you?
That's me.
That's incredible.
And that's my brother. I can contest to that.
I knew Sam. That was, yeah.
I was a dead ringer. Bill Kinnison, as soon as he saw me, he says, man, you're the closest person I ever seen to my brother back in the day.
Wow.
And we became good friends and everything. But I just want to say, what an honor. People back in the day said I used to look like you. You know what I mean? When I wore like my big glasses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, I get that. People
I
go
have
as me for
blonde hair.
Halloween. I get videos from them. Very cool.
That's
I
an
just want
honor.
to say thank you for coming on our show. I
I love it.
appreciate
It's
your
fun.
work and I appreciate you.
You know what? Thank you. I knew Sam. He was my neighbor. We were up in Nichols Canyon together, and he lived next door to Paulie Shore. And it was on one little cul-de-sac in the hills above my house, which I always thought it'll be when the earthquake comes, it'll be death by Sam Kinison. It's a barreling down the hill and crush my ass.
Did you know Ron Jeremy?
But yes,
Did
I
you
know
know
Ron
Ron?
Jeremy, the hedgehog. Was that we called him?
Yeah.
The hedgehog. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's good. I got to meet him.
Before he went on a little visit, courtesy of the state, he kept calling me and he wanted me to write an act for him because I did one for Jeff Stryker, and he wanted me to do one for him because I love porn and I love the whole idea of people who do porn and their stories when they're not doing porn.
That's my
But we never got together in and Ron was already like crazy. He stepped over to the next level of insanity. And thought,
When I first met Ron, I actually met him in one of his studios he had in Los Angeles, I guess. And he was doing a detective movie. It wasn't a porn. He was and at the end, I saw a scene he was doing. I said, wouldn't that be funny if Sam Kinison played that? Well, he had me play the part real fast. And supposedly he said after I forget what movie it was, but after the movie, if you watched, like the funny, how they do the skits after, he put that in the movie, and I can't find it nowhere. But it was pretty funny. I mean, he was a good guy. He was a good guy.
I had a good time with him. We laughed a lot. We did.
Yep.
Well, we want to say that we do appreciate you, Bruce, and we don't want to take up too much more of your time. So
good time, Bruce.
For those that want to know more about you, if they haven't from this interview, how can they do so?
Well, there's a site called WeGotBruce.com that's run by a guy, a fan, and he knows what I'm doing. I check in every day to see what I'm up to. He knows more than I do.
You're hilarious, man.
He lives in the Florida Panhandle, and he was a huge Bette Midler fan, and that's how I met him. And he has a site called Bootleg Betty, which follows her around. And he started one for me. I'm in his debt. WeGotBruce.com.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you.
Absolutely hilarious.
This has been you've been a good guest, and thank you for helping us end phase 1 of season 4.
Are you all in Chicago? Or are you all
we're all like, we're all over the place. Minnesota,
Seattle,
oh my God,
Northern Minnesota.
You're in the zone. All right.
That's right.
We're an hour from Canada up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I didn't catch up.
I'm a
Pittsburgher.
Pittsburgher.
We appreciate it, Bruce, and thanks again for being part of the show. Thank you guys for being here for tonight's episode, and we'll see you April 14th when we come back, when we'll be live from the Best Source Studios in Grand Forks. So,
thank you, Bruce.
All right, we'll see you, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, man. Enjoyed it.
You're awesome.
It's the Red River Valley Motorcyclist Spirit of America Bike and Car Show, Saturday
dog.
and Sunday, May 3rd and 4th at the Alara Center in Grand Forks, and they're looking for sponsors and vendors. This is a great opportunity to get your business noticed by thousands of people for this 2 long days of this awesome event. If you'd like to get your business noticed, or if you'd like a booth, contact Sarah, 763-568-1946, or Dennis at 701-741-5205. There'll be a raffle with over $90,000 worth of prizes, including a Polaris 1000 North Star Ultimate Crew Cab Ranger, a Harley-Davidson Street Glide, and Polaris Sportsman 570, with the net proceeds benefiting the Veterans Honor Flight of North Dakota, Minnesota. And veterans are absolutely free. Find out more by going to rrvmnd.org. Red River Valley Motorcyclist Spirit of America Bike and Car Show, Saturday and Sunday, May 3rd and 4th at the Alara Center in Grand Forks. Winter in the Northland means no golf, right? Wrong. Looking to get in a round of golf in a climate-controlled winter oasis? Want to just whack some balls at the virtual driving range and work on your swing? Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club in Grand Forks with more than 90 courses, range venues, and games including Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, TPC Sawgrass, and more. All on an incredibly accurate optical-based simulators from driving to putting. Play straight up, team up for a scramble, play tournaments, or join the 2-person Scramble League. It's fun for everyone, and all ages are welcome too. Call or text 701-757-3220 to set up a tee time. Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club at the Columbia Mall, your home for the best indoor golf experience around.
Got beer in hand and a pack of smokes. Beat my guitar neath the solid oaks. Life's a wild ride, but I'm holding tight. Down these dusty roads into the night. Keep your pants in wide, just need a thrill. After the shotgun broke your neck. Keep your pants in wide, just need a thrill. It's time to burn and taste it and to fight and waste it and live it like I need it. It ain't no way to fake it. Fire, fireflies light up the night. Wherever, yeah, we so rock like. Sipping on whiskey, feeling alright. Dancing in the moonlight while it rains. This is my kingdom, hear me roll out. Kill that grub in the crowd. This is my kingdom, hear me roll out. It's time to burn and taste it and to fight and waste it and live it like I mean it. It ain't no way to fake it. Ain't no use in holding back. Let it loose, stop now, crack, ride or die. That's the deal. Feel the freedom. Real is real. It's time to burn and taste it and to fight and waste it and live it like I mean it. It ain't no way to fake it.
Come weekend, kids, and they're hunting for the thrill. They're seeking treasure, adrenaline to spill. You don't know what you got until you find the map. You don't know what you got until you set the trap. You don't know what you got. Is it just a trap? Oh baby, 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 let's escape this cap. I'm a goonie. You're
Yeah, right on the road, smashing the spray, moving the bad, for the reason girl didn't see. Leaving waiting the story and grind, the dress is gold and it's gold. You don't know what you got, you don't know what you got, they clear them and test, you don't know what you got, it's the ultimate test. They ride the wind, not just the game, to the pirate ship where our anthem sung. You never say die when you're young and the brave. One-eyed skull, the dark caves we crave. You never say die with hope in our chest. In the shadows embrace, embrace. Echoes ring of secret places, a trail to sail, the treasure chasers. Gather round me, hearts unite, through the moonlit danger sight. Astoria's calling, good is right.
When can we have lesbian?
What did she just say? I don't know what you mean.
Lesbian.
I know what you said, but I don't think that word means what you think it means, okay?
It's like spaghetti.
Do you mean lasagna?